and we've got ourselves a nice old-fashioned watch-along. Excited to be with you guys here. Christian Saez, Big Fly Spence. We've got our boy Henry Chisholm, otherwise known as Hank, jumping in on the show. It's a good day. Welcome to the show, everyone. I see we've already got, looks like about 20 people already logged in, rocking and rolling. I've said it over and over, but I'll say it again to start this. This is my Super Bowl. This is probably the biggest game of the year for the Colorado Rockies. I get that we're missing Brenton Doyle. I get that we're missing Tovar. Senzatella, a huge piece of this Rockies team, not available as well. But, from just a pride standpoint, I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah, so I just, speaking of Brenton Doyle, saw that Pete Crow Armstrong is in the lineup for Team USA. And maybe I'm off here. I don't think there's any world in which PCA should be on Team USA and Brenton shouldn't. I'm just going to stand on that one.
If the WBC was last spring instead of this spring, I think you're correct.
Okay.
I think as of right now, PCA and his cross left earring is on Team USA. He's hitting 8th today, so it shows you what they think of him.
Yeah, this is a pretty stacked lineup. I know we've seen it already on social media, but for Team USA, Bobby Witt Jr., Bryce Harper, Aaron Judge, Kyle Schwarber, Alex Bregman, Henderson, Smith, Clement, Crow Armstrong, and Yarbrough rounding out the starting lineup for Team USA. That's actually not even as good of a lineup as they had yesterday, in which they put up 15 runs against the San Francisco Giants.
You know what's funny about that game yesterday is it actually makes this game more exciting to me, because yesterday when I turned on ESPN and watched them play the Giants, I was like, if they go out and score 5-6 runs and it's a close game, it kind of takes the excitement out of today's game to me. The Rockies could lose this game 15-1. I'm fully aware that could happen. But them going and blowing out the Giants yesterday and it being a spectacle, everybody's watching, it's on ESPN, all this stuff, they now have some semblance of what this team looks like and how offensively they can be such a juggernaut, that facing the Rockies had even more of a daunting task now than they played this many, and then they made them play an extra inning. Do you guys see that? They played a 10th inning down 14 runs. I hope they don't do that to us. Please don't do that to us today.
Yeah, I'm mostly just upset that it doesn't seem like there's any way to bet on this game.
I looked at that too. I'm pretty bummed.
And I know that it would definitely be a bad idea, unless they're giving you 15-1 odds. You're probably coming out on the wrong end. But just give me something.
I know that Kale was saying that he's like, well, why would the sports books allow you to bet on this game? But why would the sports books allow you to bet on spring training if they're not going to allow you to bet on this? Both feel equally, just random.
Equally exhibition.
Yes.
This is not. The over-under in this game could look much like a Coors Field one. It'd be 10, 11, 12, but I'd still take it.
Yeah.
You'd still have dollars in your pocket from me.
Yeah, 100%. On the Rockies side, this isn't the greatest lineup you'll ever see, just because it's, again, an exhibition.
The Rockies.
And also, that too.
It is a Rockies lineup.
But also, I just said it when we opened up the show, you're missing Brenton Doyle. You don't have Tovar. You're missing some of your pieces. Willie Castro's playing for Team Puerto Rico right now. So you're missing some guys, but the lineup starts with Jake McCarthy in left field, Amador at second base, Hunter Goodman at catcher, Moniak, Beck, Rumfield, Karros, Ritter, Sullivan, and Freeland on the hill. It's not a bad lineup. I'm not disappointed in it. Spence and I were talking before this thing started, saying, it's not like Schaefer put together some just roll over, play dead type of lineup, but it's not bad.
And in some ways, it feels like it's maybe some of your spring training stars so far.
Yeah,
McCarthy getting the start, obviously, because you're just lacking a center fielder. But as you go through the rest of the lineup, Amador's playing pretty well. Sullivan in there, he's playing better than Hunter Goodman, even though we know who we'd actually want out there.
Yeah, even losing Tovar, obviously we talked about, and then also losing Cole Carrig, who probably would have started at shortstop for you. He's also in the WBC. So you're losing two of your kind of. Oh, we're going to get an out?
Out number
one.
Out number one.
No, who is that?
TJ Rumfield. Yeah. All right. We're one out in. Kyle Freeland still on the bump. I'm glad they're going with TJ Rumfield. If you guys listened to our show yesterday, we were talking about who should get the start at first. If it's not going to be Blaine Krim, if it's not Troy Johnston, if it's not if it's not another option, Edward Julian's name gets thrown in that mix too. And I think Rumfield should be your guy. He's 25 years old, got the experience over Charlie Condon, and we're just not in a place to rush Charlie. Although I will expect to see Charlie get maybe an at-bat or two in this game. Same thing with Veen. They have to.
You have to. I think the interesting thing is I've always thought you just platoon first base. Like you're in a situation where you're probably not going to see anybody play or perform in a way where you say like we need him in the lineup every day, and so you might as well give two guys a shot. Rumfield, great against lefties. You could throw the other guy, Troy Johnson, out there, but the weird thing is the way it's lining up is it's all your lefty bats who are stepping up. Or sorry, all your righty bats are the guys who are stepping up, and so I'm curious if it is just Rumfield all the way.
Yeah. I'm with it.
Well, the thing we talked about in the show yesterday is the interesting thing about Condon and Rumfield having such a good spring training right now is neither of them are on the active roster. So they're going to have to do some roster gymnastics, which they can, but it's not like that's a strike. Tap your cap.
I see Momo in the chat says, how do you watch? It's on Rockies TV.
Or MLB TV, it's the
MLB
free
TV.
game. It's the free game of the day, so everybody gets it.
Yep.
MLB TV website.
It's also, I believe, being replayed. It's a swing and a ground ball. Nope, foul. It's being replayed at 6 p.m. On ESPN, I believe. So if you miss it for whatever reason, although that's insane, find a way to watch it. It'll be replayed at 6 p.m. this afternoon. 3-2 count here. Kyle Freeland has a chance to go 1-2 to start this first inning.
Started both batters 2-0. Just got down.
We are 8 pitches in, which, by the way, 8 pitches into yesterday's game, the Giants were losing 2-0 already.
Yeah,
so
it was a hit parade.
The Rockies are already improving on that.
Got it.
There is a ground ball to the first baseman. TJ Rumfield wraps it up.
All right.
And it's 2 putouts by the first baseman to start the game.
What a start. What a start.
How far could Freeland feasibly pitch today?
2 innings.
There's no way it's
there's
3?
Zero chance he goes 3.
This is his first start.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Unless he goes.
Man, we might not even get 2.
Yeah, unless he goes 6 pitches in the second inning.
Or 10 or 11 in this one. No, it's going to be
I guarantee you he's capped at 2. I'm glad we could see him on the bump again against his former team. Good first pitch strike.
Strike against Aaron Judge.
He's working that knuckle curve, which we saw him kind of debut last year, or a new take on it last year. And I was impressed by the way he started the season with that knuckle curve. Now, I would like to say that this is a lineup where you got to be really careful at the top, the top of the order, but it's kind of
it's all
1
top
through
of the
9.
orders. Yeah. Just top of the order, top of the order, top of the
Ernie
order.
Clement, the guy that hit like 600 in the playoffs, sitting 7th.
Right.
So.
Yeah, Alex Bregman. Oh, crap. No.
Okay.
No, dude. Oh, no.
He'll do that.
That's going to be a bomb.
Aaron Judge home run.
Okay.
Holy. Well, Kyle Freeland gives up a solo home run to start with 2 outs there, and that is how Team USA gets on the board.
Feet.
I mean,
116.
You get out of the inning giving up 1. That's not bad.
No. And it's every Rockies pitcher this entire spring training is like good. 1 home run given up. Okay, they gave up a run every single inning. It's kind of what the track they're going on. What was Charlie Condon? Didn't he have
115?
115.8, wasn't it?
Yep, 115 is the hardest hit
this
ball.
This is 115.9.
In spring training, yeah. Aaron Judge. So it goes Aaron Judge, Charlie Condon, Zach Veen. That's the current rankings. Well,
now we got Kyle Schwarber up. Good.
Yeah.
Did you know Kyle Schwarber was the only hitter yesterday in the Team USA lineup to not get a hit?
I was wondering who didn't get a hit yesterday. I saw 12 out of 13 of their guys got a hit, and
he's down 0-2.
1 did not. Damn. And guys, that fastball, I think it was a fastball. Whatever Judge hit out was center cut. I mean, that was put on a tee. 0-2. Here we go.
Fall behind.
Get out of this inning. Ooh, it's hard to see the ball when it goes through. It keeps looking like he's swinging and missing. Foul ball. Yeah, Judge didn't even swing hard. Yeah, no, Judge doesn't look like he swings hard, but he's like, what, 6'6"? He doesn't have to swing very hard, and he'll hit the ball 500 feet.
I've watched baseball my whole life, obviously, since I was could pay attention to baseball, so probably 20-ish years, 22 years. And a lot of people are saying that Aaron Judge is the best hitter ever. What is your guys' thoughts on that?
Those are people who were not alive or did not watch Barry Bonds in his prime.
That's fair.
Barry Bonds in his prime was the greatest hitter that'll ever walk. That'll ever walk the earth. He was Shohei Ohtani and Aaron Judge combined.
Oh, that should be a fly ball.
Yeah,
Easy
there you
fly
go.
ball.
That's getting us out of the inning.
Oh, God.
Oh, no,
my
it's
God.
fair. I jinxed
Is that
it.
foul?
I
That's
jinxed
a fair,
it.
That's a fair ball, too.
It is fair ball. Oh, no.
Jake.
I think the sun.
not
It's
him.
the sun.
No, he's from Arizona. He knows the sun.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, that.
All right, so not the ideal start for the Rockies. We got 2 outs quickly, and then we had a absolute moonshot from Aaron Judge, and then a ball that goes off the glove of Jake McCarthy, bounces into the stands, and now you've got Kyle Schwarber at second. That should have been the end of the inning.
That's the reason we don't
Now
get
we
any respect.
we
Shit
also
like
have
that.
to assume that there's a good chance Kyle Freeland doesn't go out for the second inning now.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that's probably dead.
Yeah.
Or if he does, he goes out for an at-bat or two. You know, 1 or 2 outs.
Because you can't expect a quick inning in this game.
No, he's probably on a pitch count more than he is a inning count. So I would imagine he's probably at like a 25 pitch count or something like that.
Yeah. Getting Aaron Judge out would have guaranteed another inning. Maybe even getting Schwarber out, but now.
It's one of those games where we're not going to be upset if you wind up like what was yesterday 15-1. If that
15-1.
happens, it doesn't change what I think of the Rockies at all. But things like Jake McCarthy not able to play that ball in the outfield, those stick with you. And it's the sun, and I get you probably can't read much into it. But when you come into this game thinking like, okay, when you play at Coors, you throw him out there in left field. It's like having another center fielder. And then you see just botched defense.
Yeah.
It's like, well, does this –
fact-
maybe you just throw Moniak out there for the bat.
It makes me even more mad the fact that ball actually ended up fair.
Right.
Like, if that ball ends up
It's
foul,
not like
you're
it
like,
was-
all right,
yeah.
whatever. But that ball ended up fair, for God's
Right.
sakes.
I know. Barely, too. Barely. 1-2 on Alex Bregman, who I think is one of the best all-around hitters in baseball right now. Dude can just
Another one of them.
mash.
Chicago Cub.
Yep. 1-2 pitch from Freeland is
Strike 3.
swing and a miss.
Okay.
All right. We avoided total disaster there.
Yep.
One
The
run,
Rockies
we'll
avoid
take
giving
that.
up at least 2. Only 1 run given up in the first on 2 hits, no errors. We head to the bottom of the first inning. That's I feel like that actually is better than it could have been.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's,
I mean, we saw
that's
yesterday.
what we were
a massive
expecting.
win, dude.
Right.
That's
Right.
a massive
Are we putting that in the win category? I think so.
Yeah, that's.
Sit down. I love that. I'm just glad to be back watching baseball. I hesitate to say real baseball because this isn't real baseball, but these are the best players in baseball. And so you're not having this whole situation where you're going up against some unknown minor leaguer and you're like, struck him out on 3 great pitches, you know. But then there's that asterisk saying, well, nobody knows who that guy is that you just struck out. So it's good to see. It's good to see everything lining up here. I wanted to mention this. We're in commercial right now. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Ethan Holiday got added to the Team USA roster just briefly, I think temporarily today. His dad, Matt Holiday, the hitting coach, I believe, for Team USA.
Yep, that's correct.
So there is a chance, if you guys didn't already see this, that we see Ethan Holiday, one of the top prospects for the Colorado Rockies, facing the Colorado Rockies for Team USA, which in that scenario, I immediately take off my Rockies hat, put on my Team USA hat, and hope that Ethan Holiday hits a 500-foot bomb against insert random Rockies pitcher here.
Yeah. And this feels a lot to me like the World Baseball Classic. I'm obviously rooting for Team USA. I guess I have a little bit of a pull because of Tovar to is it Venezuela?
Yeah,
Venezuela. But it feels like much like the Olympics to me. This may get some serious hate in the chat. If it wasn't for Brock Nelson, I wouldn't have been that big of a fan of Team USA.
Yeah, you root differently when you are connected to your players playing for other teams, right? You got Willie Castro with Team Puerto Rico. You've got Tovar with Venezuela. You know, you have rooting interests in those teams when you've got guys that are a part of that. I think that's fair, and people can be upset about that all they want.
It was Jokic that broke that for me.
Oh,
Because there's always just like, yep, you root for the USA, and then for the Olympics in particular, you see Nikola Jokic, a man who like I love and watch every other night and have for the past decade, versus Kevin Durant and Steph Curry
and LeBron.
like so many guys who I just despise because
Yeah.
I've rooted against them every other night for the past decade. Like, that's the one where I was like, well, I'm certainly cheering for Serbia to beat them. And after that happened, I think that's what opened the door to, like, this year. It's like, yeah, I'll be happier if Canada wins than the U.S.
Yeah,
because I hate the Kachucks.
That was one of the worst days on Twitter for me ever, is when I
Oh,
confessed my love for Team Serbia over USA.
Yeah.
And the amount of comments I got was absurd. And then I also made a comment about Joel Embiid, even the reason he's even able to play for Team USA, and then it just turned into a mess.
All right, here we go. Adael Amador.
Oh.
Ooh, throwing down a bunt.
Oh,
Too
it's a
short,
good
too
one.
short.
Yeah,
It's too short of a bunt, but
Trying to take the first baseman out with his helmet.
I like the idea, though, from Amador. We heard Warren Schaefer say Amador has a track to the big leagues if he gets on base. That is that, like, you look at what other guys need to do. Zach Veen needs to lower his K rate. Hell, everyone on the Rockies needs to lower their K rate. But for Adael Amador, his path to the big leagues was get on base. So I'm okay with him using some speed there.
Yeah. I mean, I texted to you guys, but just I wish I'd just never seen Amador play for the Rockies.
Yeah.
Like if I only had the minor league numbers to go off of, if that was the case,
and the
he'd
prospect
be
ranking,
exactly. He'd be like a top 3 prospect because he was 21 last year, hitting 300 in AAA. Like, that would get you so fired up if we just never seen what happens whenever they call him up
off the end of the bat. Yeah. All right, 1-2-3 inning for the Rockies there, and now Team USA gets to bat once again. We'll see who comes up to pitch. Yeah, Amador was a prime example of a guy who got called up because he had to be.
Right.
He didn't earn it, not to say that he wasn't playing well, but he got called up because there was literally nobody around nobody consistently in front of him to block the spot. And that's what Paul DePodesta talked about all offseason. That's what Warren Schaefer's talking about. I think you could argue that it's become the organizational philosophy at this point is, we want guys to have to earn their spots. So I think it's nice to see Amador have a clear path to the big leagues through a specific metric, but not have just the opportunity just because nobody else is there to block him.
Totally. I think there's a chance he'd be your number 2. No, he'd still be your number 3 prospect if he just never played for the Rockies.
Yeah.
Instead, we've seen him for 51 games, and it's just you can't scrub the 176 batting average out of your mind. And it just sucks.
Well, Ezequiel Fernandez was the same exact thing. Yeah.
I remember when they called him up the first time and buying a ticket because I'm like, I'm not going to miss this guy's first game. And next thing you know, but again, like you see, hit 303 in 80 games in AAA as a 22-year-old.
Yeah. Almost
5 years younger than the competition last year. But we're just scarred.
Well, Christian and I talked about it yesterday a little bit, but the Rockies AAA team this year could be seriously scary. Like it could be seriously good if one of Karros or Ritter's down there to start the year, Rumfield or Condon or both of them, Amador. I mean, they have Cole Carrick. They could have a pretty serious team down in Albuquerque, which is a good problem to have at this point because then if they continue a positive momentum throughout the start of the AAA season, as much as we don't want to talk about injuries being a factor because you can never assume injuries in the way of assuming exactly who it's going to be, you can always assume that there will be some injuries. Oh, they're talking to Kyle.
Yeah, so Kyle's done. Kyle's day is done. He throws 20 pitches-ish.
Maybe we should
gives up a run
on this. I don't want to ruin it for now. I don't want to ruin our
during commercial.
During commercial, we'll see.
Kyle with a solid 9 ERA to start out.
Oh, it's Seth Halverson now. Oh boy.
This could either be good or bad. I mean, these guys can hit velo. I see Henderson. I keep wanting to say Travion Henderson. My brain isn't in baseball mode yet.
Camera guys drank too much last night, apparently. Thing is shaking up and down.
It is nice. I saw a couple comments in the chat that it's nice to have Goodman back on the call. What are you guys thinking of the KOA broadcast side of things? Jerry Schemmel was let go. They've been kind of switching through guys. I think Sushan is the guy on the broadcast now for KOA with Corrigan. It was Jeff Dooley who does the Hartford games. I think Zach Goodman's going to get a shot to call some games here too, which could be fun. The dual Goodmans doing like an audition for
father-son broadcast duo would be sick.
That's not the first time that's happened. There's actually a lot of that in professional sports. Ian Eagle and Noah Eagle. You've got Chip Correa and his son. I don't know what his son's name. Chris, I think is his son's name, who calls games for the A's.
Chris Collinsworth and Liam.
Jack
Collinsworth.
Jack Collinsworth, yeah. All right, Halverson's got 3-2 count to start against Henderson.
He didn't throw a fastball until he got to 3-1.
Fair.
Not a single fastball.
And he walks him.
another one.
Leadoff walks, baby.
Not good.
Not good.
It's kind of the Rockies' specialty.
I'm excited to get back in the press box and do our little leadoff walk thing.
Our little press box leadoff walk ceremony.
For those of you who aren't familiar, and I won't go through the whole thing here, but Thomas Harding, who is an absolute character if you haven't met him already, if you ever get the chance to, he's a hoot. But he has a chant that the entire press box does at Coors Field when a Rockies pitcher walks the leadoff batter, and it's hilarious.
Everyone in the press box gets a piece.
And it's hilarious when you've got like the Dodgers in town where there's 50 people in the press box and nobody has any idea what's going on, and all these Rockies reporters are just doing this like random chant, and people are looking at us like, oh God, this is what happens when you go play at Coors Field. So yeah.
Have you guys noticed this year Will Smith, the second best offensive catcher in the National League, the non-silver slugging winning Will Smith, turn it. Just get one.
Ooh, barehanded by Halverson.
He almost
A
threw
little
it away.
scoop by TJ Rumfield. Made it
out.
look way harder than it needed to, but we'll take it. That's an out.
Taken out. Have you guys noticed this year with, I think I saw something with ABS and challenges being available, they don't show the strike zone anymore.
Yeah.
Yes.
But today they are. I don't know if they're allowing ABS challenges in these games against Team USA. I thought I saw something yesterday that there wasn't, but I
maybe not.
hate watching the game without having the virtual strike.
I do too.
It's
I do
terrible.
too.
I'm so used to it now that I can't stand it when it's
Tom in the chat says everything outside the zone is another zip code. Yeah. I on my pinned tweet on my profile, I have a montage of Seth Halverson, one of his at-bats last year, in which he throws the ball pretty much to the dugout on the first pitch, and then...
Okay.
Make the play.
Oh, God.
Wow. Oh, wow.
That's close.
That was close, and holy crap, I was impressed that Amador even had a shot at that.
Ernie Clement just continues to hit.
Was that a 100-mile-an-hour fastball that was just smoked up the middle, by the way?
It almost hit Seth and then
Oh,
bounced
it hit
off
the bag. The bag, yeah.
Oh.
The fact that Amador made that play reasonable. Yeah, he was safe. That was close, though. That was really close.
Okay.
No ABS for WBC. There you go, Ryan Bissett. We're gonna take your word for it, Ryan.
All right, now comes PCA.
Here comes the classic wraparound last name on the jersey.
I love that.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're watching the show right now, see that thumbs up button down there at the bottom of YouTube? Give us a click. Give us a click. We'd appreciate that.
I'm
We're going to do
excited.
a Rockies watch along for opening day as well in Miami.
We will not be in Miami, but
We will be here. Bar will be as it is every late March, early April, popping, exciting for Rockies baseball. Now, if it stays this year, you never know. We get some exciting. We need to relive after April and restart in May because the April schedule is a disaster.
Was last year's opening day the one where the Diamondbacks put up 16 or whatever?
no, it was not
Was that
opening
the year
day.
before?
We were in Tampa Bay, and
It was at the
Yankees fucking
Steinbrenner Field. Yeah.
Okay.
And that was the game where Kyle Freeland went 6 or 7. They pulled him after he had borderline no hitter opening day,
This is a big 2-strike pitcher.
and and then Victor Vodnik gave up a home run to tie the game late, and then they lost in extras. Or he gave up the home run that allowed in the 8th or 9th that allowed the Rays to get the lead.
That was the start of just the pain that was 2025. Bud Black pulling Kyle Freeland after 63 pitches or something like that. Here we go. 2 strikes. Got to get him here. This is a huge out. Huge out. Beautiful
Sit
splitter.
PCA not as good as Brenton Doyle.
I think the chat's ahead of us because I see Luke just like a minute ago said nice splitter. So we might be a
nice
second
splitter.
behind you guys. But that was filthy.
It was 2024. That's when they lost 16-1 to the Diamondbacks on opening day.
Oh yeah, we've filed
But
that one away.
that was the Ryan McMahon home opener that was the walk-off grand slam though, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So they made
That
up
was
for it
right
on
over
the
our
home
heads
op-
in the outfield.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. Wish I could remember it.
Uh-oh.
No, off the end of the bat.
Get there, McCarthy. Actually catch the ball.
There we go. We got out of the inning without a single run given up.
Wow.
Rockies make it through
Scoreless
2 innings with only 1 run.
Man.
ERA cut in half for the team here in this game. You'll love to see it. Braxton Fulford behind the dish. This is good. I'm hoping this Rockies offense can come alive a little bit because if we're being completely honest, the pitching has been disaster for the Rockies this spring training, but the offense has been one of the better offensive teams in all of spring training. And I'll give you some stats here. The Rockies rank among all major league teams this spring first in OPS with 895, second in on-base percentage with 384, second in total bases with 194, tied for second in home runs with 19, and third for slugging with 511, and also fifth in batting average for 284. So you're in the top 5 in almost every major category offensively as a team. Again, in spring. But still good to see.
Better than being bottom 5.
Yes, absolutely.
And I like the guys who are producing too. Like I think it's easy to look through and say like, oh, I wasn't sure about like Kyle Karros, but to see like Kyle Karros put together a decent spring. Like there's a long list of those guys who you're just excited to see. It's like who's kind of bringing those numbers down a bit. Hunter Goodman, who I don't really have concerns about. And so I feel really good about the way that they're doing it. And it feels like there's a lot of young guys doing well early in games, too. It's not just against, like, AA guys.
Yeah, no, I agree. I totally agree. We were just talking about that yesterday on the show. It's you're not, because again, if you remember last year, the guys who were balling out in spring, Sean Bouchard, Nick Martini, Kyle Farmer, right? Like, that's a totally different experience than having your young prospects who you expect to be the future of your franchise, actually playing well. And today we get to maybe see Ethan Holiday, who is the future of our franchise. So it's a good day, man. It's a good day. That guy had a nasty handlebar mustache, by the way.
This is a good question from Drew in the chat. Who do you think will be the next Rocky to play for Team USA?
Hunter Goodman. Right?
It's a good bet.
It's got to be Hunter Goodman.
Yeah.
I would say Hunter Goodman this will be, I mean, theoretically, if this is every, what did you tell me, 3 years? 4 years. So we're looking at 2029. I mean, Ethan Holiday should be on the team, 100%.
Yeah,
you would hope.
You would hope. I remind myself we were having this debate or conversation, I should say, in our DNVR like hangout chat, and I think it was D-Line who asked like how long until Holiday's ready, and I was reminding everyone he's only 19 years old right now. He's got a while.
He's a legit child.
He is a teenager still, which is crazy.
Which is like all these signings coming up that I've been seeing. I sent you guys the one of them, like 12-year-old kids signing $2.8 million deals.
Yeah, these international signings.
Yeah, this is unbelievable.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Oh, 87.
Nope. Right.
Literally a foot out of the strike zone. God, I hate PCA.
Me too.
I actually really like watching PCA play.
I do not like that guy. PCA is a guy, and the first ever guy that made me feel this way was Aqib Talib, where when he's not on your team, you can't stand him. But if he's on your team, you absolutely love him, and that's PCA for me.
You want to know who that guy was in baseball-wise? Yasiel Puig. Yasiel Puig was like, if you're not a Dodgers fan, you absolutely loathe that dude. Same thing with, who's the other one? Aroldis Chapman. Same idea. Jazz Chisholm, probably for the Yankees, is the current version of that. Dolander would be cool on Team USA. Yeah, he could be cool. No.
It froze.
It froze.
Oh, Fulford. I thought Sullivan was. Oh, is Sullivan DHing?
Sullivan is DHing,
Okay.
yeah. Our screens froze on our end, so hopefully Fulford didn't just leave the yard.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, hopefully he did. Hopefully he did.
Well, hopefully he did. Yeah. Wait till our screen unfreezes.
Be the worst way for the home run to happen, but I'll take it.
Spencer, while you fix that, I'll pull this
anything?
up. Yeah. See if you start it and unstart it again.
Yeah, I could probably pull up a backup feed on my computer too, so that
backup feed here.
Decide if it happens again.
Okay.
Baseball.
Games. Here we go.
Braxton Fulford won't get a hit here because nobody's on base for him to drive in.
That is true. Braxton Fulford is only clutch.
I swear he's hitting 800 with runners in scoring position.
Hank, you might have to pull.
Oh,
it
he doubled. Or he's on second base.
He's on second
Okay,
base.
I see Elon in the chat says. I think that's Lefty in the chat says double. So
Okay.
yeah.
Not like an error or anything.
Okay.
It's a real full on
God,
double.
of course. Right when our TV turns off, they do something.
Yep. Only hit of the game probably.
Ooh, that was a bad swing by TJ Rumfield.
It does suck, though, that Team USA started a lefty with the lineup that we have out there today because we had McCarthy and then Amador, who's a switch hitter. And then we had... Who hit third? I'm already blanking on who hit third for the Rockies. Another lefty. And then now you've got Fulford as a righty, and you've got Rumfield as a lefty. Like, I just don't feel as good about, especially a guy like Ryan Yarbrough. Guy's nasty.
Yeah.
Going back to our conversation from last year's opening day and kind of us and our reaction to freaking out about Kyle Freeland not going enough innings. Now, I understand that an opening day game it's relatively important, but in the grand scheme of things, you'd rather have your pitcher be healthy all season, right, than overextend him opening day. But my other thought on that is, what's the point of fucking playing 35 spring training games if you're not going to get guys ready to be ready opening day? I don't understand that. Like, that's what this is for. If they were just jumping into the season, okay, give him 5 innings. But when you're literally playing 30-plus games and these guys are throwing crazy amounts of bullpens, this is good.
Ooh,
Base
big
hit.
snuck.
Are they going to send him?
Nope, he's not. That's a good call. That's a good call.
It is
That's a good call.
It is a good call.
I'm normally against Gonzalez. I usually take a lot of issue with Gonzalez. He tends to hold guys around third that I don't think he should, but that was a good stop sign.
He might be...
TJ Rumfield, by the way. Let's freaking go, man.
There's something there.
Gonzalez might be Christian's, like, he might be minus 150 on reason Christian crashes out at the Rockies this year. Like, he might be the favorite in the clubhouse for his one crash out.
I had so many times last year where I'm like, at the game, so you can see where the ball is, where he's rounding the base, and they hold him, and I'm like, what are we doing? All right, who's this? Karros? Yeah, Karros. That was definitely a ball. What are we talking about here?
Maybe Kyle Karros, Team USA, 2029.
Could be.
He's got the bloodline.
He's got a ways to go for me. He's playing well this spring, but
be deep enough.
that's not deep
Let's
enough.
drop
Is it going to drop though?
Oh, no.
Not against Team USA.
He sent him because he slid. He is safe.
Yeah,
Let's
go.
Tied it up.
Sack fly is a sack fly.
Wow,
We'll take that.
man. The Colorado Rockies are back on the board.
Having a catcher that can run is low-key kind of cool.
It is.
Fulford's legit.
Wow.
I've talked to Fulford in the dugout a couple times, and he's probably about my height, and he's just jacked. Like, super athletic catcher.
Yeah.
Whereas you look at Goodman, who's also about the same height, and he's just like a farm boy. He's just strong. Like, he looks like Cal Raleigh, just shorter. Dumper a little bit less, as we call him, Little Dumper.
Baby dumper. Rockies tie it.
That's huge, man. Yeah, see? Straight flick in the chat. Giants couldn't have said that they were tied. The Colorado Rockies sticking with Team USA into the second inning. A chance to take the lead if our boy Ryan Ritter can put one in the gap.
Yeah.
Who do we got? Rumfield at first? You might need a good gap shot.
Giants stayed tied for about
8 pitches.
8 pitches was the answer? Okay.
I think it was 8 pitches till they put up 2 runs.
Wow.
I need to see a lot out of Ryan Ritter this year too. This is a big year for him.
Well,
I wasn't entirely sold on him last year. I obviously see the potential, but need to see a little bit more.
I think him playing so many positions in this spring training and being your ultimate utility guy, along with a guy that has the thing I love about Ryan Ritter is he does normally give you a good at bat, number one. Number two, he's fast. I love having a utility guy that can run the bases. It's extremely useful. You know, you get a walk in the bottom of the ninth and he hasn't been in the game and he comes in and steals second base and pinch runs. Like, that is extremely useful. And he's played left field, he's played shortstop, he's played second base, he's played third base. Like, he has absolutely cemented his case for being on this roster. Mm-hmm. And that's nothing he's done offensively. He's been decent offensively, but nothing offensively that he's done right now has outside of that has shown that he should not be on this roster and earn himself a spot.
And they're throwing him in the outfield now too. Like it's just another level of versatility.
Mm-hmm.
Because it allows you to say like, oh, we obviously have Moniak as primarily DH end of the inning for those who aren't watching.
Hey Hank, give us we did this on the show yesterday. Give us today. Pretend tomorrow's opening day. Give us your opening day lineup. Catcher, pitcher, first, second, third.
So,
you don't have to go order of how they'll hit. Just every position.
Yep. So I'd start at pitcher by saying I want Kyle Freeland pitching Rockies opening day.
At home?
Exactly. Home opening day.
Okay.
Which would be what?
They have
seventh game?
Yeah, the 7th game with a day off.
Okay, 7th game. I'll say they keep the rotation normal. So so he's pitching third. He's certainly not pitching this one. So for your actual opening day, I probably go Quintana. Like he's to me probably your best pitcher.
Really, not Lorenzen?
And Lorenzen.
I know you're not a big Lorenzen guy. I feel like I feel like he's got some of the best stuff. And
Yeah.
I mean,
you're
right.
right.
Quintana's been sub-4 ERA for
exactly
whoever knows how long.
That's where I just go stats-wise. Quintana's been better the past couple years. Lorenzen was an all-star in 2023. Quintana hasn't been an all-star in a while. So I think there's a case there. But I think
it would be an electric fan play for them to set it up to where Kyle Freeland started opening day here.
I think you do that. Who
See,
started opening day here last time?
Kyle Freeland.
Was it?
Really? Was it? I thought it was Ryan Feltner. Last year?
Yeah, you're talking home opening day? No, it was Feltner.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and maybe you do just give Freeland the first opening. But that's what I'm torn. I go Quintana, but I'd also be, at the very least, tempted to keep Freeland for the opening day here. Catchers, obviously Goodman. I think Sullivan has certainly been your better offensive catcher between him and Fulford, although we did just see what we just saw.
I'm still high on Fulford though.
Me too, and I think you throw Fulford in AAA and just let him play every day, and that might lead to more down the road.
So you think if they send Fulford to AAA, then they start the season with who's that old back? They signed the dude that has a famous catching name. I feel like there's multiple other catchers that have this last name.
McCann?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Kyle McCann?
Yeah, they have Kyle McCann. Maybe you start him on he's our new Scott/Jacob Stallings.
Scott Stallings.
Oh, yeah, okay, Agnos. This is going to be a shutout.
Oh,
inning for
Agnos
sure.
already. Yeah. Oh, I love this. Zach Agnos is my closer.
Mickey
I'll say that
Moniak
right
on the
now.
broadcast, apparently. I'm actually, this may be a hot take, and maybe this is coming from my broadcasting side, but I'm actually not a huge fan of interviewing players during the game. And I get that it's spring training, whatever, it doesn't matter. Nice pitch. I just let him play, you know?
It's almost like not embarrassing for the sport, but like so my girlfriend will come home or we'll be watching a game or whatever, and they'll be talking to the shortstop on the ESPN Sunday Night Baseball broadcast. What used to be ESPN, and she'll be
NBC
like,
now,
wait,
yeah.
he's playing like a professional sport, and he's
talking.
talking in
Yeah,
the
that's
middle of it.
crazy
It's like,
to me.
Yeah, it's just kind of.
I thought, though, that they haven't done it. Oh, sit down, Bryce Harper.
First at bat K, attaboy.
This is my opening day closer for what it's worth.
I thought that they did not do it for regular season games. I know they did it in they broke it out. Charlie Blackmon was like one of the first players to do it in an all-star game.
Yeah.
Like 5-6 years ago.
Good
But
pitch.
I didn't think they did it in regular season
Sunday
games.
Night Baseball did it. I almost thought the Rockies did a couple times. I could be wrong about that.
I don't remember the Rockies doing it, but
Oh, easy ground ball.
all right, we're
Aaron
what,
Judge.
3 pitches in, 5 pitches in? 5 pitches, attaboy. Good start, Agnos.
Yeah,
Come on,
he's-
just
he's
close this
definitely-
out.
I
He's
also,
definitely your opening day.
my issue with it is you take away from some of the moments, right? So if you're doing an interview with Warren Schaefer or Mickey Moniak in the middle of this inning, and then someone goes yard, hits the ball 500 feet, and you're just like mid-interview. I get that you could say, oh, well, sometimes the reactions are cool or whatever. It's just never the same as letting the broadcaster do his job and actually call the moment.
Right.
That's kind of where I'm at with that. God, Agnos is dealing right now.
He is.
That was
dealing.
disgusting. And yes, Felix, I like the spring training hats. I'd pick one up.
Yeah, I might be out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, Lexi's grandma goes to. That was nasty.
That was
again.
nasty.
The splitter's nasty.
Christian's getting a little soaked over there watching
Yeah.
Agnes.
No, but next weekend, Lexi's going out to visit her grandma in Scottsdale. and I think I'm going to go with. And if I go with it, I'm certainly going to watch the Rockies.
Attaboy.
I'll drag whoever will come with me. If I've
Can
got
we get you
I'll
some
walk.
credentials? I guarantee you we could
Sure.
get you credentials, and you could go in the clubhouse.
I'll talk to them and see what's. Yeah, we're going to see
Push
your
you to
family.
work. Yeah,
Can I just?
yeah.
I know that. I'd be down.
You just got to set the standard early. Like, hey, I'm going to be there, but I'm not going to be there.
Yeah.
Right.
All right,
It'd
1-2.
be kind of fun to get a story up from there.
Let's get this inning wrapped up, Mr. Agnos. Okay. This is my issue with Dolander, and Dolander's obviously not pitching, but Agnos just reminded me of this. Those last two strike pitches were just non-competitive, just not even close to the zone. And that's what I've been noticing with Dolander is his 2 strike pitches. That's a competitive 2 strike
Right.
pitch right on the corner of the upper zone. That's the type of stuff I want to see from Dolander more. I just feel like his outings, his 2 strike pitches, he'll just dice up 2
Right.
strike and then he like misses
Please
the
swing
next
at this
4
garbage.
pitches
Yeah.
by a ton.
Which in AAA will work.
Yeah.
Base no.
Oh yeah.
All right, 1-2-3 inning. Attaboy.
Great job, Zach.
Attaboy.
Great job.
Yep.
So that's my only gripe with Dolander.
Totally.
Yeah, these when we were kids, they're not necessarily when we were pitching and 12, 13, 14 years old when I was in high school, but I'd watch a lot of MLB and talk with my pitching coaches. I was the catcher, not the pitcher, but they'd be like, all right, if you're getting 0-2, you're wasting at least a pitch or not. And I'd never agreed with that. I was like, just be competitive a little bit with the pitch. Now, you don't want to allow an 0-2 home run because you hung a ball, but it also does your arm no good if you throw, if you think about it, you're throwing 5, 6, 7 a game. That adds up over a season. That's 200, 300 pitches of just something that you knew you were just throwing, and you maybe get, 5%, 10% swing and miss when
Or
they're that uncompetitive?
In that individual game, that's another half inning right there. It's
Yeah.
just like you got through 6, could have got through 6.5.
Yeah, I'm with you, Spence. I think wasting a pitch, if there are certain situations where I think you could waste a pitch, but especially depending on who you're facing, you got a guy like Shohei Ohtani up there and you get him 2 strikes, fine, waste a pitch. Just see if you can get him to swing at something insane.
Right.
But I'm with you. Like, give me something a little more competitive. You don't have to completely miss the entire zone to get to have a competitive pitch.
Because also, like, if you're Dolander,
and you also don't have to throw it down the middle either.
like Dolander's curveball's nasty.
Yeah.
So like, oh no, you accidentally left it in the zone. Good chance he's just gonna miss that anyway. Like it's a good pitch. So I agree, and it also makes sense that you come from AAA, from AA, from whatever. Those guys, you might throw a curveball in the dirt and they'll swing at it. That's not going to happen as much in the majors. And like even when we were talking about the competitive pitch that Agnos just threw that against Kyle Schwarber. He knows better.
Yeah. Edline or Lefty in the chat says, who pitches the 4th for the Rockies? Agnos? Do we throw Agnos back out there one more inning?
I think they're showing us that it's going to be a strict one. It's
going to be a 1 inning.
We're going to have 9 pitchers today.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind.
I mean,
going a little.
Yarborough's still going for them, but
Yeah.
they're gearing up to play legit
Yeah.
games starting to today? The WBC starts today or tomorrow?
What's today? The 4th? I think tomorrow. I could be wrong, but it's either today or tomorrow. Yeah, I'd be okay with Agnos going another inning, but
Yeah.
if it's not Agnos,
interesting.
if it's not Zach Agnos,
Jimmy.
Jaden Hill pitched 2 days ago.
They
Jimmy
had an
pitched
off-
2 days ago. They did
had
have an off day.
yesterday, so nobody.
Victor Vodnik, maybe? Maybe you save him for later.
I think I'd move on from Agnos. I think you get up there and you sit down Aaron Judge,
Yeah.
with
Kyle Schwarber, Bryce
Bryce Harper.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like, let's leave that good taste in our mouth.
Exactly.
That's fair.
Leave that confidence right where
Yep.
it's at.
That's your closer.
0-2 here on Mr. Sullivan. Ugh, that was a disgusting
Oh, and it
swing.
might be.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, it's
Jake
not
McCarthy drops
I
this.
was going to say, it's not Jake McCarthy in left field, so it's going to be an out.
That was
Ernie
awesome.
Clement playing the out. Is he an outfielder?
Hey, Mr. Matt Holliday on the broadcast. I thought that was Warren Schaefer for a quick moment.
Yeah. So I wonder, because we only know that Little Holiday,
Ethan
Holiday's in
The
there. We
littlest
don't know,
Holiday.
because they said they're like 12 Rockies minor leaguers, and he's one of them. I think that's
Yeah,
what
I don't know
Tom
who
said.
the rest of them are.
Yeah. So I kind of want to see in the background if we can pick out any faces. I guess you'd imagine they're all American.
Yeah, yesterday there was a guy who I was watching the end of the Giants USA game, and there was a guy who got up and got on base and he didn't have any number or anything on his jersey. And I was like, who the hell is this kid?
Yeah, I think I don't know if there was a jersey issue, but there was quite a few guys yesterday that had no name and no number on the USA team on their jerseys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
that makes sense.
and I think that was the exhibition players, the prospects from the Giants, that because you also have to like look at it like, you know, the Rockies are kind of doing Team USA a favor by playing them in this situation. And so Team USA is giving the Rockies a chance to play some of their prospects. Was that Ken Griffey Jr. in there? It is.
When you wear a hat with your own swing on it,
Yeah,
you're legit.
yeah. Who's the former Hall of Famer? 1, 2, 3 inning. Wow, that was quick. Who takes pictures? Oh, it is Ken Griffey Jr. And Randy Johnson is the other guy that I'm thinking of. All right, well, that was a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, I'm going to hit the bathroom.
Okay.
Hit it. Would Condon be playing for Team USA? No, he would not. Because these are guys, I think the exhibition players for the Rockies are guys that are not in the Rockies
Right. Spring training
roster. That's why Ethan
They
Holiday.
need those guys.
Yeah, exactly. Because the Rockies are using those guys. So I think it would be anyone in addition.
Griffin Herring. Griffin Herring is even with the Rockies, isn't he?
Yeah, it's a good question actually, because I don't know, and I'd have to ask like Thomas Harding, or I don't know if Patrick Saunders is there either. I think it's just Thomas Harding, who Team USA took from the Rockies and what that whole process was like. Because also you have to remember if these guys aren't a part of the Rockies spring training roster, then they're probably not in Arizona. Or maybe they are. I don't know. I don't know how that process works.
I think they have because they have like the whole complex. Because I
So
think
they
their
are in
minor
Arizona.
leaguers
Okay.
are out on the other fields.
Rock Riggio, yeah.
Oh, he's in the big league.
Yeah,
Training camp.
he's in
spring training.
he's in spring training. He got a couple at bats. That's Spencer's guy. Talking about Spencer's guy without him here. All right, Rockies are tied with Team USA 1-1, which is better than any of us could have predicted. Although I did say I don't think you caught this, but yesterday on the show,
I still haven't listened.
I predicted 6-4 Rockies, 6-5. It was my bold prediction
That
of
is
the
bold.
entire season.
I like it.
Because again, this is my Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
bold prediction of the entire season. Rockies win this game, and they are very much in the running. It all just depends on pitching. Because here's the thing. You're going to get Yarbrough out of the game here at some point. You're going to get Clayton Kershaw in, who, no disrespect to Clayton Kershaw, he was a great pitcher in his prime, but he's not the guy anymore. So if I see Clayton Kershaw out there, by the way, Gabriel Hughes, former Zag, out on the mound for the Rockies. But if I see Clayton Kershaw out there, I'm thinking we have a shot.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the Rockies hit Kershaw pretty hard.
Give
Only
it to
at
him.
Coors, but
What inning? It is the top of the fourth inning.
Gabriel Hughes,
Hughes.
another awesome potential AAA pitcher.
Yep.
yeah.
It's like if you got Dolander and
Yeah.
Hughes at the top of that rotation.
Before they went crazy and signed Quintana and Shigano and Lorenzen, Gabriel Hughes was going to be fighting for a rotation spot.
Yep. Gabriel Hughes was playing for Gonzaga when I was actually going to Gonzaga as a grad student, and I was covering not Gonzaga baseball, but I was covering Gonzaga basketball at the time. And but I remember hearing about him before he had even been drafted, and was excited, and then moved to Colorado and got to see him pitch for
Did you
the
get
Rockies
to cover
minor leaguers.
a natty there? Did Gonzaga win a national
No,
title?
they went to the national. I was in Indianapolis during the bubble season when Gonzaga men's basketball went to the national championship and got blown out by Baylor, and it was the most depressing thing I've ever covered in my life because they were undefeated. It was going to be the first undefeated season since the Indiana Hoosiers did it back in '86 or whatever, and they got wrecked.
This camera's sick. I think Felix said that earlier in the chat, but that camera angle is dope.
Yeah, where I don't see the camera.
It's like tucked right behind that grass.
Someone put a GoPro in there. Ooh, good pitch. Good
he
pitch.
I think he did too. Kind of looped. Yep.
He's got a loopy kind of like motion to begin with.
Huh.
Also, that arm sleeve by Aaron Judge, filthy.
Yeah, it looks like it's a Jordan. Yeah, I had some Jordan golf shoes that had that print on it.
Oh,
Again.
you know, I mean, leadoff walk, that sucks, but that was not a bad at bat. That was not a bad pitched at bat, a poorly pitched at bat. I'll take that. Yeah, they're showing a graphic of Team USA's accolades.
It's a lot of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually agree with you, Lefty. You can't go right after Bregman. I mean, I don't know if he's the type of guy that you pitch fully around. I mean, you kind of have to pitch around all these guys.
That's the thing.
But I didn't mind his approach to that at bat. Now, I didn't like him burying a first pitch curveball a foot in front of the plate there to start this next at bat against Henderson. Okay, let's dial it back in now, bud. All right, yeah.
All right, Gabe, let's
lock back in.
Figure it out, pal.
(2-0) here, top of the fourth, 1-1, guy on first, nobody out. Double play would be real nice. That's a good pitch. I know it's a ball, but I'd love to see him call that, especially without ABS.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the other thing about these spring training games is when you're pitching at least 7 dudes every day, you're just due for somebody to have an off day.
to come out and be like, holy shit, this is a big moment. I'm pitching against Team USA.
I think they've already won this game in my eyes.
I mean, you got through three innings.
Stop the watch along.
Yeah, after how it went yesterday, I'll take this.
Need a huge ground ball right here. 3-1 pitch. Well, got a foul ball. Now you're set up 3-2. If you walk him here, though, you're in a really tough spot. Nobody out, guy at first and second. And although I'm sure Schaefer wants to win this game, he's probably not pulling Hughes. He's going to let him ride it out.
Yeah, Hughes is most likely
Hughes is pitching this inning. Yep.
Unless he's going to get up to 30 or 40 pitches, which God forbid.
I know. All right, first two batters are a walk from Gabriel Hughes. Not a great start. I don't mind you getting beat, but you can't walk the first two guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've talked about that. Warren Schaefer's talked about that a ton. Paul DePodesta, I'm sure we haven't talked to the pitching coaches as much because they got hired as we were at winter meetings.
Yeah.
But the leadoff walks and the walks in general are things that you are not going to
walks in general this entire spring training have been terrible for the Rockies pitching staff.
And you want to think that and hope that they're just trying new things out and they're not able to, locate. Even watching, and I think Lefty said it in the chat earlier, but watching Seth Halverson not throw a fastball when he throws 100 miles an hour for 6 pitches in an at-bat, I think they are not utilizing the fastball a ton, or they're just trying to figure out, hey, what breaking pitches, what off-speed pitches, is it the splitter that works, is it the curveball that works best for this guy, is it the sweeper? They're really that's a sinker at 92.
Second best catcher in the National League, Will Smith, up to the plate.
The Rockies too.
Down 1-0.
If he hits one out here.
Kershaw's getting ready in the bullpen. Yeah, well, he's looking at things in the bullpen. Oh, that's clutch. That's huge. Please make this play.
Boom, one
Who's
out.
that in right field? Is that McCarthy? Or no, it's Beck.
You can tell Jordan Beck just by his run.
Yeah. Yeah, for an outfielder, he's a kind of unathletic-looking guy.
Yeah.
Not saying he is unathletic, but he has an unathletic. Kyle Karros is the same way. Kyle Karros looks so funky when you see him play, but he's actually very agile and pretty quick. Nolan Arenado, another example. Guy who just kind of looks lanky and awkward, but can play super well, obviously.
He is pretty good.
You can get out of this inning if you get a ground ball.
Ooh.
That would be huge. Mound visit in March. Yeah. That's a good mound visit by Fulford, though. You got to slow him down. 2 walks to start the inning against Team USA is not the way you want to go. Good pitch. Ooh.
Wow.
All right, now finish it. Don't give up. Don't let in. You got 2 strikes, 0-2 with 1 out. Sit him down.
Jordan Beck with a little palm tree on his glove. I like that. I like that touch.
Oh, yeah.
Good pitch. That's a good pitch.
Yeah, that's a great 0-2 pitch.
Little
If you
slider
weren't
on the
playing
outside
Team
corner.
USA, you might have gotten a swing
Clement
back.
was like halfway to swinging at that thing.
18 pitches so far for Hughes in this top of the fourth inning. 1-2, ground ball, foul. I'm actually calling my first baseball game of the year next weekend, which I'm pretty stoked about.
UNC?
Yeah, doing a little UNC baseball.
Love
Okay.
that. Yeah, I'm never scared to do a watch along with you because I know if it gets quiet, you'll just start calling the game.
Mix it up. It is different. It's a totally different vibe though when you're sitting in a watch along than in the game. I'd be talking too much if I actually called this game. I feel like watch alongs. It's more relaxed. It's more casual than when you're sitting in a press box. Come on, Hughes. He's going high, climbing the ladder.
Oh, no.
Oh, and he left it right down the middle, but that's a double play.
Got
Yeah.
it.
No.
Oh, no way.
No.
That he had.
Are there
no
challenges?
way.
Can we
Yeah.
challenge that, Warren?
Literally,
Or what is it, this?
Clement
Yeah.
now has 2 infield hits. Both hits for him.
Dude, that was
that was tailor
was
made.
it?
That was tailor-made.
Karros took a second to get it out of his glove.
Oh, that's
Oh.
close. That's so close.
This is going to suck if they score a run now.
And that
It's
was
gonna
a
frustrate the hell out of
tailor-made
you.
double play. I mean, he shot that at the third baseman. Also, Hughes got away with one. That pitch was right down the middle.
Yeah, that was middle. Good thing PCA's
Nice.
out.
That is a good thing.
You're going to walk into this. PCA is going to walk off this game. Well, he's going to take the go-ahead swing at some point.
Yeah, I wonder when they start putting in, or if they put in some of like the minor league guys.
For Team USA, you mean?
Yeah,
Probably late.
exactly.
Good pitch. Good pitch.
So if like you wind up in a situation where it's close, do leave your guys in there?
No, it's an
No?
exhibition. For Team USA, no.
I love it. So you're telling me we got to get through 7?
Oh, yeah. If you
Okay.
get through 7 and it's 1-1, I'm fully on board the Rockies train. 86 high, fouls it off. All right, 2 strikes here with 2 outs. Guy on first and third. There's a chance. I mean, there's always a chance, but there's especially a chance right now. No,
Gotta tie the shoe.
Yep. Adrenaline dump right there.
Like how much stock do you think the Rockies themselves are putting into this game?
Probably a lot. I mean, not a lot in the sense that they're going to, be devastated if they lose, but I think they recognize this is a big test.
And in like their individual performances for sure.
Good pitch.
I think it's also tough because they know they're not going to play long.
Yes, Guy in the chat, USA has some Rockies minor league guys that they kind of loaned them
Yeah.
as their backups, basically. The Giants did the same thing yesterday.
Yeah, I kind of want to know the list.
I
'Cause
know.
I'm not sure.
I know. I bet you could find it. It's got to be somewhere. Internet probably has it somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 1-2 pitch, 2 outs. Come on, Hughes. Too high.
Yeah.
2-2. That's okay. That's all right.
PCL swing at that.
Vladimir Guerrero would have hit that 500
Yeah.
feet, but
Yeah.
this would be huge if you could get out of this
yeah.
inning. Hell, if you can get out of this inning only giving up 1 run,
Totally.
given you had 2 walks to start the inning. That should
Oh,
That's okay.
tough.
I just said you can get out of this with 1 run, and that's all right. That's tough. They were in the shift and everything too.
Yeah, and those are the things right there. Yes, it's March 4th. It's spring training. This is an exhibition game. Those are the little things that if you want to win more than 43 baseball games, you have to do. If you get a double play, perfectly hit to your third baseman, you have to turn that. There was no, Karros might have waited and bobbled it just a little bit. Amador didn't make a strong enough throw. Whatever that ends up being, they're going to have to go get him. That sucks.
God, yeah, he was probably on a 30-pitch limit.
But that's legit what kills you as a team like the Rockies. The Dodgers, the Mets, the Yankees, those teams can get away with stuff like that. The Rockies cannot get away with little mistakes like that just end up hurting you in the long run.
Who was that that's
Whoa,
coming
I
in, by
love
the way?
this.
Is that did you just get, it's a monster. I thought that was a beer delivery. Who was running in for
I couldn't tell.
It looked like Feltner for a second, but
It might be.
I don't
Interesting.
think it was. Don't think it was, but maybe. We'll see.
Shout out Emma.
Shout out to Emma. Baseball at altitude. That's the Rockies' new slogan, promotional slogan this year. Baseball at altitude.
Sounds like they spent about 45 seconds in that meeting.
Yeah, sounds like the work of our good friend Austin Ennie.
Ah, yeah.
I think that I don't know if that's not been a thing for the last couple of years, but that definitely was a thing at some point.
Yeah.
For the Rockies.
I mean, it's not
baseball at altitude.
I don't mind that.
TJ
it's
Shook
so
coming
simple.
in the way, by the way. TJ Shook.
Oh, he's been solid. I don't think he's given up a run yet.
I have not seen or heard TJ Shook's outings yet.
Yeah, it's not worth. Probably not worth digging too deep into.
Let's see if I can pull up some other game notes here. We got some good game notes that are always fun to go
game
through.
notes
I am
my
just
favorite.
kind of happy that I'm not sitting here listening to like opposing team radio today, or just sitting there with like game day open watching the pitches come in.
Yeah, the opposing team radio broadcasts have been a little tough, but
Yeah.
that's to be expected. When you're a
Right.
Rockies fan, you know how they're going to get talked about. But
Yep.
It's not fun. It's not a fun watch.
Okay.
Andy Pettit.
This is a good one. TJ Rumfield and Charlie Condon are tied for the Cactus League lead with 3 home runs each. Condon has gone 7 for 15.
Oh God. Wild pitch.
This is
This is the shit we didn't
Yeah.
need.
Yep.
Wild pitch on the first pitch. Okay, now is it a wild pitch or is it a pass ball? Let's see. That's on Foley.
Fulford.
I mean, I know he was getting ready to throw, but that's still on Fulford. There was no one even at the base. So he wasn't even going to end up throwing it. It was going to be probably one of those fake throw down to second type of things.
Yeah, it's just this silly little shit is the stuff that drives me crazy.
Yep.
You know, the annoying thing about that, though, is that Goodman could have very easily made the exact same mistake behind the dish.
Right. That's the
Like
thing
I'd love
about
to
Goodman.
say like, oh, it's, our backup catcher, right? Our starting catcher makes that.
Right.
Doesn't make that mistake, but we all know Goodman's got the goods when it comes to offense, but the Rockies just don't have a solid defensive catcher.
Right.
And
Fulford's not bad, but
from these game notes for tomorrow's game, Jaden Hill's pitching tomorrow, Ryan Feltner, Michael Lorenzen, Carson Palmquist, and Parker Mushinski. So those guys will not pitch today.
fair. Okay with that.
I hope we get a Herget.
Today?
Mm-hmm.
That would be nice.
Just get out of this inning giving up 3.
Yep.
Oh, boy. That's the
You've
stuff.
had 2 outs here
That's the
for,
stuff.
2 out runs
Nuts.
just kill you.
The Rockies have had a lot of 2-out runs themselves this spring training,
have.
which has been nice to see. That's
have.
not a normal Rockies thing.
I'd love to have a stat on that. I actually feel like you're right. No, that's. Do we have somebody there? We do.
He caught it this time.
That was a hard hit ball, but you got a Jake McCarthy there. I'd be curious to see like the actual number because I feel like just subjectively from watching it, I feel like it's pretty high. Because I agree. I feel like almost all the runs that I've watched them score have been on 2 outs
Right.
that I can remember. All right. Well, Rockies only give up 2 runs that inning. And I say only with a lot of emphasis because it could have been much worse. You walked the first 2 guys, and those 2 guys ended up scoring. That's just kind of the consequence of walking your first 2 batters of an inning. But
I know. For a second
Again,
there, it
could have
looked
been
like
worse.
Yep. It looked like they were getting out of it.
it did. They could have.
yeah.
I mean, he had 2 strikes with 2 outs. And you give a hittable pitch to PCA that he puts up the middle.
Mm-hmm. And then just a pass
And then
ball.
a pass ball, man. Yeah. It's okay. Rockies offense. Need to see a little bit more offense here. I know Yarbrough's a solid pitcher. But I want to see them step up a little bit here.
Yeah, I mean,
These
if you
1, 2,
get
3
one
innings
back
are
here,
killing
that'd
me.
be huge.
I think they're going to Kershaw now.
Make them work for it a little bit, though. That's my thing. Like, don't, it's been besides the inning where you scored a run, it's been just completely 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Yeah, put a little pressure on them. Get a little stolen base action. They have been extremely good at stealing bases this spring.
I was actually going to ask, do we have the stats on that? Have they actually been good at stealing bases? I know they've been attempting a ton of stolen bases. I just haven't paid too much attention to what their actual caught stealing numbers are versus attempted.
It seems like it's generally gone well. Because I mean, what do you expect? Like 80%?
The other day
good.
Yeah, the other day they were 3 for 3. Let's see if I can get some stats on this.
I was actually surprised that the Rockies had as many guys as they have playing on WBC teams.
Yeah. I mean,
Victor Vodnik playing for Team Mexico, biggest surprise for me.
Yeah, I didn't see that one coming.
He's as Russian as they come. Oh, yeah, here we go, Clayton Kershaw.
That's a very
Victor Vodnik.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's a very Russian dude. I'll have to ask him next time if he actually speaks Spanish.
Yeah, some of the names, when you get these national competitions, it's interesting who ends up playing for what team. And no way!
No
Mickey
way.
Moniak
Off Kershaw.
I told you.
Let's go.
Told you.
On a high and inside pitch, he takes it into right field, 414 feet. Mickey Moniak gives the Rockies some life.
I literally tweeted right before the game when I saw Kershaw was pitching. I said, "Rockies facing Kershaw. Get prepared to learn tattooed, buddy." With a Sponge or a Patrick Star meme.
That'll wake you up. Oh, he knew it too. Head down, Mickey Moniak. And to think that we said they should have traded him this offseason.
Who said that?
Couldn't have been us.
Yeah, it couldn't have been. Okay. All right. They're squaring up Kershaw.
Yeah, Kershaw sucks. He's washed, dude. Take him out of the Hall of Fame.
Well, okay, we talked about this earlier. You said that Kershaw is he's obviously first ballot Hall of Famer, one of the greater pitchers of all time. Is him playing on Team USA this year a little bit of a thanks for your career type of scenario? There's got to be better pitchers out there that they could have brought.
Yes, but he was also 11-2 last year with the Dodgers. He's one of those guys that I'm like, yeah, he's probably not elite anymore. He's not elite anymore. But he could probably pitch for the Rockies. He never would.
Oh, yeah.
But he could probably be a starter on the Rockies this year.
Oh, 100%. He'd be our ace. He'd be starting opening day.
That's what I'm saying. So,
but we are a different bird. We're a different animal than most MLB teams.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
You are a different bird. Man. Because what, you expect probably just this inning for Kershaw?
I bet because Yarbrough went 3. I bet they give him a couple. I bet they're really trying to ramp these guys up and figure out.
I mean, we'd love to hear.
We know Scooble's only going 55 in a pool play game, and then he's done.
Against Great Britain.
Did you see Great Britain beat the Brewers yesterday?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Incredible.
That's tough.
Okay, answer me this. Did every single exhibition game between the WBC and their Major League Baseball opponent go in favor of the WBC team? I don't think there was a single MLB team that won yesterday. Against their Major League Baseball
I think you're
team.
spot on there.
So, if the Rockies were to shock the world against Team USA, they would be the only MLB team. No, you're saying no?
Pirates.
Damn it.
Pirates beat Colombia. The Yankees destroyed Panama.
Okay. I knew it was too good to be true. The Blue Jays beat Canada. Interesting matchup there. That is an interesting matchup.
The Mets.
Ethan Holiday in the game.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we got an Ethan Holiday.
Oh.
No number or name on the back. Ethan Holiday has entered the game.
Let's go. That means he's going to get an AB.
Yeah,
that's huge.
Fun.
Oh, this just went way up.
I mean, this is the way for them to say, yes, the Rockies beat us, but.
Yeah. Oh, Kershaw sucks, dude.
Oh,
Take
boy,
him out of
runner
the
on
game.
second.
Runner on second. Tying run at the plate with our boy TJ Rumfield.
This is another thing that'll annoy me all season. The Rockies getting base. So TJ Rumfield 1 for 1 and a hit with a runner in scoring position, yet no RBI. That happens to them way too often.
Here we go, TJ. Let's go. Hit a dinger off the Cy Young Hall of Fame Clayton Kershaw. Oh, he wanted to.
He did.
Oh, he wanted to.
He did.
We're going to get a Condon at bat or two, right?
We have to. We have to.
Yeah.
They're going to give him a Condon at bat against Mason Miller, though. No, I think Mason Miller pitched yesterday.
Oh, he hung another one.
That's still such an insane curveball. The fact that started in his rear end and ended pretty much down the middle. All right, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th inning. Kyle Karros coming up with a runner at second, a chance to tie or take the lead. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning against a future Hall of Famer, Clayton Kershaw. Kyle Karros, our only run officially today. What's going on? Oh, we're done? That's it? Clayton Kershaw? Give up a nuke to
Mr.
Mickey
Window.
Moniak, and he says, yeah,
Tip my cap. I'm
peace.
out of here. Okay.
Yep. Rockies
So much for a
maybe
couple
need to
innings
take
for
a
him.
little better advantage of that.
Yeah, I know. That's hilarious.
Got the home run.
Well,
Can't-
the
gotta
Rockies,
run it.
the Rockies chase Kershaw off the bump. That's pretty good.
We knew that was going to happen.
Standing ovation. It's
Standing
Clayton
ovation.
Kershaw.
Congrats. You only gave up 1 run.
Nice job giving up the home run, buddy.
That's incredible. Oh, God. Can we give a standing ovation to Ethan Holiday once he gets his at bat? That's it.
At least he hasn't been notably bad. He hasn't been a net negative.
So you guys know
Kershaw.
how we talked about Charlie Condon having the second most he at the time had the most home runs in the game notes in spring training.
Yep.
Vance Honeycutt.
Who?
Vance Honeycutt.
Oh.
He's an X position. They don't have his position up here for Baltimore. He's 4 for 4 this spring training. 4 at bats, 4 hits, 4 home runs.
No way.
Pretty insane.
That is insane.
His slugging percentage is 4.
He's
4,000.
check scoreboard. That's who he is.
His OPS is 5,000.
It's 5. What's your OPS?
It's literally
5?
perfect. It's literally, you cannot get better than that. Charlie Condon has a 1.62 OPS, and we're like, yeah, this guy's fucking 5.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah. It's always good to chase a Dodger off the mound. Yeah, no, that's good.
Absolutely. Yeah, so let's see. Going back to my lineup.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Right.
We kind
We
of
can
just
circle
ran
back.
you over.
No, I was doing some work stuff too. That's the worst part of work is the work.
Amen.
Back to not working. So what do we decided? Pitcher, I'm
No,
Quintana,
you said Quintana,
Freeland.
so you can.
Yeah,
you
I'll
still
stick with Quintana.
That was so long ago. We forgot about it. So
Right.
you can amend if you
Yep.
like.
Yep. No, thinking about it more, I'll stick with Quintana. I think, unless it's Freeland, you show respect to Freeland, and that's the number one most important thing. And
Yeah.
I think you do that by putting him real opening day.
Well,
Rockies opening day.
let's get this straight to what we're asking you. We're not asking you what you would do. We're asking
Okay.
what you think the team is going to do as of right now.
I think they will respect Kyle for the same reason. Speaking of Kyle Karros up at the plate, runner on second, 2
Who's
outs.
this fucking nerd?
Probably better than every Rockies pitcher.
Oh, he is a Rocky. There's no number.
No way. No way. Carson Skipper. What a baseball name. I don't know who that is.
No, let's see. Time to pull up the prospect list.
This is taking away from the game, though, to me.
I know.
No, it's not. This Team USA team is still freaking stacked.
Yeah.
You had to assume they weren't going to be pitching their best pitchers besides Yarbrough and Clayton Kershaw, who that was a honorable mention type of situation.
Yeah, so
Come on,
Carson
Karros.
Skipper not show up in the top prospect list.
Is he even a Rocky? That's my question.
I would imagine. Yeah.
Yes,
Drafted by
okay.
Rockies 11th round. I think all those guys should be.
Okay.
I think that's kind of like part of the bit.
Yeah. Well, which makes sense. I don't expect them
Right.
to take from other teams, but
Oh, get out. Get out.
Kyle Karros, get out! Oh, the Rockies have the lead!
Rocky on Rocky crime.
No!
Kyle
Let's
Karros.
go! It's 4-3. The
Oh,
Rockies
my
on the
God.
back of Kyle Karros, who has 90% of the runs for the Rockies today.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, the best part about this is the people that see the score, and if
Yep.
the Rockies hang on and win, they will not know that a
Yeah, no.
Rockies farmhand gave up
Yeah.
the 2-run shot that gave
Oh,
the
let's
Rockies
go.
the lead.
And on top of that, nobody's like defending. Like if you had done this against the Yankees, then the Yankees fans would be like, well, actually, it was these guys. There's no like set U.S. fan base that's going to be like taking to Twitter to defend it.
Yo, 100%.
Kyle freaking Karros, man. You love to see it.
Yeah.
It really is, Austin. It's just funny. This is hilarious. I am having the time of my life. Rockies are up 4-3 over Team USA, and guess what that came with? 2 outs.
Right? Yeah. So
Oh, a 69-mile-an-hour hook.
we're probably
Wow.
I could do that.
Yeah.
probably a little less in on Carson Skipper after this started. But for those who want to know, 26 years old. Last year, mostly played Double-A, 2.82 ERA, Double-A, bumped up to Triple-A for the last 12 games, 3.27 ERA. If he looked a little better, I'd be like, yeah, maybe this Carson Skipper.
He's, what, 26 you said?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
This is his
Yep.
big league debut type of situation.
I didn't want him to look any better, though.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You can have him. Send him to the Wolves.
That's
The Wolves being the
wild.
Colorado Rockies. Just eat him
Kyle
alive.
Karros. What a guy.
Yep.
No, Karros with an S, not a Z. What am I doing?
Okay.
And Ryan Ritter. Here we
go.
go. Rockies have come alive. Come alive. That's incredible. Well, I agree with you, Spence. Doesn't matter how it happened. The Rockies are in the lead, and that is all that
Right.
we see
That is all we see.
against a guy named Skipper. Carson Skipper. That is a great baseball name, though. Stolen base. And remember, this offense is still Team USA. It's
We
still
don't
our guys.
blame Ethan Holiday for not getting that either. It was a bad throw.
Lefty in the chat. Are we concerned about Team USA and the WBC?
If they throw a Skipper out there, they're in trouble.
Yeah. As long as Skipper doesn't make the official roster, I think they'll be okay. Same thing with Clayton Kershaw. Although that was, aside from Karros, that was Clayton Kershaw's run.
That was Kershaw's
So
run.
Skipper only got
That's
credited
true.
with one of them.
That's true.
The lowest stolen base percentage in the MLB last year. 69. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it looks
Solid.
like 80 is a good target.
80, I think, is a very good target.
Well, and if
I
you
think they've got to be right around there. Did we figure that out?
No, they didn't have any They didn't have the stats up. But it when you look at the Rockies lineup, which we still need to get to yours, you need to fucking hurry up through that. McCarthy steals bases.
Fair.
Moniak can steal bases. Doyle can steal bases. Beck can steal bases. Ritter can steal bases. And then your first baseman, your catcher, but you don't need those. I mean, the Rockies have some speed. They do have some speed in their lineup.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. Oh, man.
So back to the lineup.
Back to
Yeah,
the
back to
lineup.
the
All right,
lineup.
now that we got
It's a great time to do it, too.
Let's get your
like I
first
said,
baseman in at least on this one.
Goodman is the catcher with Sullivan backing him up. First base, we're going Rumfield. Second base, Castro. Shortstop, Tovar. Third base, Karros.
Okay.
Get Freeman on the bench in there.
Yeah, Freeman, I saw a couple people asking about Freeman earlier in the chat. He is hurt.
Yeah.
I actually don't even know why he's hurt, but he's hurt. He's not expected to be missing a lot, but
Yeah, and our friend of the show, Kevin Henry, he predicted Tyler Freeman starting his opening day roster at second base.
It is interesting.
Kevin, no.
I agree.
I don't
No.
know. Is that
Just-
a hot
I mean,
take?
crazy.
Like,
I
it's a little
just
bit of a hot
think
take.
if he's playing well, you want him as like a DH.
Why? No, you want Mickey Moniak as your DH. Why
Right.
do you sign Edward Julian and Willie Castro? Willie Castro being the better of the two. Why do you sign both of them if you are going to play Tyler Freeman at second base?
So I would say, like, before I put Freeman at second base, I bump McCarthy off the field and play Moniak in the outfield and play Freeman as the DH. Well, both have the defensive concerns. I'd rather.
I hate that. McCarthy has good defense. He's a great
Right.
defensive
Oh, totally.
player. Yeah. So I'd rather him be in the outfield as long as his bat is serviceable.
Right.
Moniak has to be your DH, and then you can fill the infield however you want. But you have better
Right.
infielders because Freeman we saw last
Totally.
year. He's not a bad infielder, but he's not a good infielder.
No.
He's not going to play you that well. And to be honest, Tyler Freeman had a really good first half, which we all loved, and I think is why he's getting as much stock as he's getting.
Right.
But he wasn't that good in the second half to where I'm like, yeah, he has to be in the lineup as the DH. Like, I'm fine if he's your utility guy.
Totally. But
your bench player.
The only thing I add, though, is like if you get 2 weeks into the season and he looks like first half Freeman and you need to get him in the lineup, I don't think there's a world where I want him playing second base.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
and
with
so
you on that.
that's where
fair.
like if McCarthy's not playing well, Moniak is hitting.
Gabriel Hughes back in the game on the mound.
That's the
Is
way
that-
I go.
oh, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, you can bring him back
Yeah.
in. I'm just surprised they're bringing Hughes. Wait. So who was the guy who came in for the last out. It was
I don't know if
Hughes came out, right?
And that was
Who came back in? This happened mere minutes ago.
I know.
I don't. He wasn't knowledge. Oh, what a play from Kyle Karros.
Okay, this is the Kyle Karros game.
I'm doing my stocks up,
that?
stocks down.
I know, right? Why am I like completely
I don't
blanking?
know. We decided it wasn't Feltner, but we thought
No, it was
is
TJ
Feltner?
Shook.
It was
TJ
Shook.
Shook.
That's right.
Interviewing Kershaw on the broadcast. Yeah, TJ Shook came in for Hughes,
Right.
which was weird. So he basically got one out.
And then Shook got the hook.
Yeah, thank you, Drew. and then Shook got the hook. And then you bring
Back to Hughes.
He was shook, so he got taken out.
I like Hughes. I think
That's a strike.
I wonder if
Come
we
on.
see him this year.
What are we trying to help Aaron Judge here? That's a strike. Call the damn pitch. I think it's funny. The chat's always behind, and so now I'm like, shook. Yes. I know. We were having a little brain fart there. Pitch limit for the inning, yeah. There's all of our no names sitting at the top on the top step. That's a good pitch. I like how Judge doesn't even step out. Just in there ready to work.
A grinder, that Aaron Judge.
1-2 pitch, got to be good.
Punch him out.
I don't love going high here. I
No.
don't think that's
How high does a high pitch have to be on Aaron Judge?
That's what I'm
Right,
saying.
right.
I don't
It had
like
to be that
Braxton.
pitch.
I don't like him setting up there. And even that, I think he could hit out.
Yep.
Drop one in the dirt. Maybe not even in the dirt. Just drop it right below that
Just
bottom line.
hit him in the thigh and let's move on.
Yeah, it's a little too much of a hittable pitch. I think you see that bottom of the box. You start your off speed right there and let it just drop straight down. All right, we got a question here. What's there to be excited about this season? If I were to buy a jersey, who should it be? Well, to answer the first part of your question, Aiden, don't get too worked up about wins and losses. This team's probably still not going to win a lot of games, but you can get excited about, hopefully, systemic changes. Again, that is such a hittable pitch. Hopefully this organization, you can see a difference in competitiveness. You're not making just boneheaded mistakes. You're not having guys called up because there's nobody ahead of them. It's just more competitive. That's my hope for the season. Who should you buy a jersey for? Hunter Goodman, great last name with a pretty
Great number in Denver, too. 15 is a great number.
Oh,
here.
strikeout.
Oh, okay.
Aaron Judge strikes out against Hughes. Nice. That's good.
Yep.
Goodman's a solid lock.
I think Freeland is the safest.
Freeland's safe
because he's
too.
been here long enough that
You're wearing the Freeland, yeah.
I have is that his new one? 21 or 31?
21.
I have his 31 and his 21.
Oh, wow.
It's a great pitch, by the way. Hughes.
Yeah.
He got away with 2 pitches middle in that Judge fouled off. But ended strong. 2 outs. Let's get out of this inning here. Nothing like taking the lead and getting out of the inning unscathed.
Gonna do it.
And they should.
Oh,
no!
See, this is so
those are the
That's
Rockies.
The Rockies
Yeah.
that we know.
That's the
Those are the.
TJ.
That's a tough play.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, TJ, you got to hit him a little higher.
Well, and you got to
Major
throw it to
League
the bag.
Baseball,
They teach you that in like first grade. When the pitcher's covering first, you don't throw it to the pitcher, you throw it to the bag. Watch, he throws it to him where he is at right now. See?
Yeah,
you throw it to the fucking
that's
bag.
an error on TJ.
Yeah, so Rumpfield's still in my lineup. Although.
Same. I think he's
big
had
red
good.
flag.
No, that was a bad play.
He has won a
but-
Gold Glove in the minors.
Yeah, that was just a bad play.
Gold Glover. Okay.
It was an error. It happens.
Not a minor league gold thrower though. Apparently,
even
He was
Tov-
making some crazy plays. Was it? No, not yesterday. Play yesterday.
even
Monday.
Tovar has errors, so we'll give him the
Yeah.
benefit of the doubt on that one.
Nolan
Whoa,
didn't.
Jeez. Wake up.
Yeah. Outfield, it is probably just McCarthy, Doyle, and Beck. McCarthy, though, like if he isn't hitting the ball early, and I think those are for home games. If you're on the road, I don't know that I'd put McCarthy out there.
Oh God, please no, please no.
Nope. Oh,
That's gone.
shoot.
That is such garbage.
It is.
That is such garbage. That's how many runs now they've scored. Team USA has scored 3 runs for no reason.
Yep.
Gabriel Hughes. Okay, you're going on my stock down. Fuck.
Oh man,
That's so rough.
that sucks, dude. Spencer, you allowed me to have another crash out, and I'm not going to. I'm going to keep it together, but that sucks. That really sucks. You make that play, and look, it's TJ Rumfield's got to feel just as bad as Hughes does giving up that home run. But that's a bummer. Well, we lost the World Series.
Oh, hey, that's just throwing more Rockies minor leaguers in repeatedly.
Aiden asks, what are the chances Moniak gets moved?
High. I mean,
pretty high.
Deadline, yeah.
Deadline,
I think for
sure.
just about anybody, I'd say chances are high. I'd say if Quintana's good, high. Lawrence is good, high.
Quintana's just finishing his career.
But that's what I think makes him so tradable.
Yeah, true.
Like if you're a team looking for an extra starter down the stretch.
I think Doyle's tradable. I think obviously Mickey Moniak is tradable. Herget is tradable. I think you've got pretty much a team full of untouchables except for like Goodman, Dolander, probably Tovar. That's probably it on the roster now, on the Major League roster. Chris Bryant. Not because we wanted to be an untouchable, but because
nobody would touch him.
Nobody would do that.
Nobody's touching him.
He's untouchable, but not in
the way we wanted
to. Just the other 29 MLB teams.
Yeah.
Who's pitching for Team USA? I don't know. That's a good question, Zero.
Hopefully they throw some more Rockies minor leaguers out there so we can fucking get a lead.
Can Gabriel Hughes pitch against the Rockies?
Yeah.
There are no rules in spring training.
Yeah. No, that's. I wish.
Really
I don't put that entirely on Gabe. That was a bad situation. He should have been out of that inning. But that's Rockies baseball, folks. And look, the offense got to go to work. I still stand by my predictions, 6-5. I think I'd also said 6-4, but we'll go 6-5, 6-4, something like that. Okay. Still, Rockies winning. That is my prediction. So we're on the under right now, so we got to keep moving it up. Got to score some more runs. Also, are we going to see 10 innings here? Is this going to be one of those Giants because they just randomly added another inning?
If they allow us to score more runs and win the game, I would be okay with it.
I think they probably won't, just because, like, you're already seeing minor league pitchers in. Like, I don't think they're going to be looking for more work at the end of this one. But who's to say? I don't know. There isn't a lot of like history or track record in whether a game goes to 10 innings or not. Yeah. Other than the traditional, like, because it's tied.
Yeah, also Sky brings up a good point on the jersey conversation. Says don't buy a jersey with a name on it. That's not a bad call either. Spence,
I like jerseys with names.
Spence isn't that what you do?
Yeah.
And then you add the name later?
No, I just have them blank.
Really?
The last jersey I bought with a name on it was Nolan Arenado's team, or what is that called? The Players Weekend jersey where it just said Nato on the back.
Oh, yeah.
That's the last jersey I bought with the name on it. And since I've bought 4 or 5 jerseys, and none of them, they're all nameless for now.
See, I just can't wear a nameless jersey. I need a name.
I have a nameless Avs jersey, but not for lack of good players, but because that was the jersey that my mom got me. Who are they talking to? I actually don't know who that is.
I don't know either.
So you got a named. We have a named pitcher here, so that means
Mitch Keller, I think.
Yeah, Mitch Keller. So that means this pitcher is clearly on Team USA. Expect a 1-2-3 inning. No, that's not the right mentality. Who is this? McCarthy? He's going to get on base. Mitch Keller gives me big Seth Halverson vibes. A little bit smaller, but same kind of build. Oh, it's Griffin Jacks.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
So I don't know why you would go to Carson Skipper before Mitch Keller. Like, I'm sure there's some sort of reason.
Yeah,
I don't know
because Carson Skipper came in. This is more structured.
It was.
Base knock. All right. I told you he was getting on base.
You were right.
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
No, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah,
I think he made it. Yeah.
You're kidding.
Ethan
And
Holiday.
it's not a bad tag. It's not. We're going to defend him.
Get that tag down, dude.
We're going to defend him.
Okay.
Bad throw.
Yeah.
Confused him.
Damn, that was ill-advised. He should not have been going for second there. I mean, do you see who's in the outfield?
I love pushing the envelope, though. Yeah. That's the kind of shit we need to see.
Okay, if you're going to push the envelope, then you better be going 100% the whole way. He slid down there. I think that's a bad tag.
Yeah, it is.
Do we see that Ethan Holiday has a purple glove already? I love that.
Of course he has a purple glove. Do you know who his dad is?
From like 8 months. Oh, true. He might have probably had one of his.
He probably had a purple glove for his entire life. Yeah, Drew. USA got nervous that they were going to lose, so they had to go back to putting big leaguers in. You're not wrong.
Steal third, huh?
That would be insane. Come on, don't do that. We're trying to win this game here.
Maybe not as easy with a lefty up.
Yeah, definitely not. Hey, you know what this would be a good time for, Adael Amador? A bunt?
Yes. Play small ball.
Why is he not bunting?
Get Mitch Keller off the mound.
But why are we not bunting? You bunted when there was nobody on base. Now you got to go on second with nobody out. Bunt the damn ball. I know this is spring training. Who cares? But still.
Are you pro bunt?
I am pro bunt
In
in
general?
situationally, yes. I was an advocate for Michael Tolia squaring around and bunting when they had that massive shift against him. And he did one game. Yeah, I know he's working on stuff here, but the fact that he's not squaring around a bunt to me feels alarming. Mm-hmm. But whatever, he might draw a walk anyways.
Ooh.
Couldn't have been a worse outcome.
Yep.
Could not have been a worse outcome.
Yep.
Didn't move the runner.
Hit it too hard to advance the runner. Hit it right at the second baseman. And that's going to be one out with the runner still at second. Okay, we got Rock Riggio playing third base here for Team USA.
Love that. That's my
he
guy.
did move. Oh, did they send him down?
I think he's just been on the fringe.
Interesting.
I think he's been on the fringe.
It's their starting second baseman come September.
Roman
I call
Anthony
it.
in the outfield. Bryce Terang in there. Paul Goldschmidt playing first. Should have been a Rocky.
I'm going to need Mickey Moniak to just cement his case here. Driving another run.
Him and Karros just the only offense for Team USA. Or for the Rockies against Team USA. 1-for-2 solo home run. I still, it amazes me, even as someone who played baseball, that someone could hit 97 and turn on it low and inside.
Right. Yeah.
It feels like that defies physics.
Right.
Dude, these lefties, man, I don't know what their deal is, but they got some serious ability to turn on a pitch. That would have been nice the first time.
Yeah, that would have got you a run if you had bunted. Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe the infield would have came in, but
true.
But still, that would have been a lot more interesting if you had McCarthy at third with one out and you had done that. Now it's Jordan Beck up, 2 outs, bottom of the fifth inning, runner at third.
Be a big moment.
Could be a Beck moment.
Beck moment.
Big Beck.
Big Beck moment.
Big back. Isn't that a term the kids say?
I think for saying you're fat.
Oh, is that what that
something
is?
like
Yeah,
that?
I think so.
It feels bad. It's Jordan Beck. 97 outside. This umpire's got a bit of a tight zone. He's been pretty consistent, though. 0 for 2, 2 lineouts. At least they clarify that they were lineouts.
Right.
I always just put F8 or whatever whenever I'm keeping score.
Oh, I see. I do an L.
Yeah, no, I'm not a big L lineup guy or lineout guy.
It's important on a Rockies broadcast, though.
Yeah, you got to specify.
Let's specify
Yeah,
these
like,
outs.
Hey, they're making good contact.
Also, I'm not the official scorekeeper. I usually just
Also
do it
true.
do it so I can ask the right questions in the post game.
Keeping score is so much fun.
Ooh. Yeah, I agree. It's like meditative. Like you're like watching the game. You've got Twitter open. You've got like your computer open, and you're just keeping score in the press box. It's pretty nice.
I've never done it. I feel like I should, though.
It's
I
fun in
would
the
just
press
go
box.
and sit like alone.
I wouldn't
watch
do
a
it.
game.
I wouldn't do it while watching a game, like
Interesting.
in the stands, but in the press box when you're already at a work setting. Again, you've got
Yeah.
your computer open. You've got like Statcast here. You've got all these things. It's nice to have it, and you can go back and like check. You know, if you're putting a tweet together or whatever, you can go check and be like, oh, this guy has 3 hits and this one has 4. Or
Okay.
good take, good take.
Come on, JB. Come
I'll take this. I mean, this is a much more competitive inning, but I still just don't like Amador not bunting.
Yeah. And him in particular.
Yeah. And
that
strikeout
was
right
not
down the
there
middle.
for him.
All right, well, an unnecessary lead for Team USA stays in place, 5-4. The Rockies are out hitting the United States 6-5, and we're heading to the top. What is it, the 6th inning now?
Top of 6.
Top
yep.
6.
Wow.
Still, Rockies are in this game.
All right, should we get to the rest of your lineup?
I think so.
I feel like you
got
wrapped it up under your breath a little bit.
Yep. So we got infield, Rumfield, Castro at second, shortstop Tovar, Karros at third, and then outfield is McCarthy, Doyle, and Beck at home. I'd be tempted to throw Moniak out there for the bat instead of McCarthy on the road if there's any reason to take McCarthy out. But to start, it probably is McCarthy.
And if you have Goodman on an off day where he's DHing, then what do? Do you put Moniak out in the outfield?
Right. And
sit
then you're probably planning those days around being more so on the road when you don't want McCarthy.
It is funny.
Or, but Moniak also can't hit lefties, so maybe that's how you do it. Maybe you say, like...
Well, he hit lefty Kershaw right there.
Right. But if in general, you might just say, like, those are the days where you get Goodman to DH.
It is a lot to think about for Schaefer because, you look at Dave Robertson, while there are challenges that come alongside having a really good roster because you have to protect those players and you've got to, manage playing time and all that kind of stuff. I feel like there's just completely different challenges for Warren Schaefer because he has, albeit he doesn't have a juggernaut lineup, you actually have some depth to work with and you actually have some decisions where you got to say, am I deciding between, speed in the outfield and Jake McCarthy versus the bat of Mickey Moniak or the bat of Mickey Moniak and Hunter Goodman, you actually have decisions to make on that front.
If you're a good team, it's all just about like timing the rest days.
RJ Pettit, I'm excited to see this guy pitch.
This guy's an absolute mountain.
Yeah.
Biggest player I've ever seen. This guy's Jack Caglianone, but with some juice added to him.
He'll probably start the season in the bullpen. Be like the forgotten guy because I think they have to with him being a Rule 5 draft pick.
Right.
They have to keep him on the active roster.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Unless he clears waivers.
Yeah.
So you might start him up there, and if it works, then you keep him, and if it doesn't work, then he's probably going to clear waivers.
I have a hard time though. And this is a bias, but I have a hard time with a guy who's like 6'8", 500 pounds, and only throws 92.
I feel the same way about golf. I was playing golf last week, and I played with this guy that was just an absolute mountain. Like this guy, probably 6'4", 6'5", and I was hitting my 5-iron further than he was hitting his driver. And I was like, dude, you got to figure some
Something's
stuff
wrong
out here. Yeah.
But see, golf. Oh no.
That's Will Smith, Rockies killer.
That's a home run. Yep. All right, Will Smith adds to the lead 6-4 as RJ Pettit comes in and immediately gives up a bomb because he only throws 92 miles an hour. Yeah, that's tough. That's very hittable.
That is very hittable.
I mean, Zach Agnos, he could throw like mid to low 90s at times, depending. He can get up there. Agnos can get up there into the high 90s, but he has so much more movement. Yeah, that's 94 right down the middle. You can't do that. Can't be doing that. So to answer whoever's question it was in the chat earlier, are we worried about Team USA in the WBC? No, we're not.
No, I don't think we are.
And that's a liner. That's going to be an out. Yep,
Hey.
that's an out.
A line drive out.
That's a line drive out. Zach Veen out there in left field now. Good to see the Veener
Okay, we'll get
out there.
Veen and
Drew Avens, Troy Johnston, Chad Stevens, and RJ Pettit.
I think Chad Stevens is another one who might make sense, like on the bench opening day, just because like he's hitting well.
Yeah.
Let you keep like Carrig. You get to keep him down, let him play. And I think to me, like you want to win as many games as possible, and on opening day that has to be your first thought. Like I don't think you can think anything other than how do we go win games. But I also think that when things go south, having a couple veterans who are playing well, who you can move at the deadline, that quickly becomes goal number 2. And so like getting a guy like Stevens in there means that you're giving him a chance to prove that he's worth something at the deadline.
That might be the first non-strike that we've seen called today that was called a strike. this umpire. He's been pretty locked in.
He hates PCA just like the rest of us.
Yeah. It's interesting because Pettit definitely has some movement. I mean, his fastball and his splitter and stuff, I mean, or whatever he's throwing, I'm not paying attention to his pitch mix, but it's got good movement. He just put that last one, 94, right down the middle. Mm-hmm. And that.
It's going to be a triple.
Yep. No, he's going to stop at second. But
why?
He was looking at it the whole way.
Yeah. If you're not turning that into a triple, what's the point of being PCA?
Like, that's my thing with Pettit is he obviously has some decent stuff, but he's just missing right down the middle, man.
Right.
Like that was the most hittable. I could have hit that. Yeah. I'm taking that ball 450.
You are.
Yeah.
Not PCA can't because he sucks, but
I'm hitting that ball squarely over the shortstop's head.
This is coming from someone who struck out, what was it, 5 times in slow pitch softball in a game?
Yeah, it was
a little off that day. Ethan Holiday. All right, here we go. Lock in Ethan Holiday.
Oh.
Up to hit here against RJ Pettit.
Man.
I'm okay with the home run here. If it has to happen, it has to happen. Come on, Ethan. We know RJ Pettit is very hittable. He's missing in the middle of the plate at times, ahead in the count 2-0. It's a cutter. That's what they're saying he's throwing. That's a cutter. That's a weird-looking cutter. But there's his father, Matt Holliday.
I love how Ethan's got the Colorado Rockies batting helmet on, but the USA jersey.
Hey, he's a true company man.
He's going.
PCA going to third. He's going to get it safe. Oh, Kyle Karros didn't like that. Didn't like that one bit. All right. Take off my Rockies hat for just 5 seconds here. Let's get a base knock here, Ethan Holiday.
Just go bomb. A walk would be such a letdown.
It would be such a letdown. You gotta attack him here, Pettit. That's a strike. No, that's a strike. What are we doing? No, that's so disappointing.
That couldn't have been more anticlimactic.
No. And it was a strike too. That was literally a strike. Oh God. Now I'm even more out on RJ Pettit.
I wonder what the plan is long term with Ethan, because like Tovar's your shortstop.
Yeah, I think he's so far along that I wouldn't be surprised if Ezekiel Tovar is not part of the team anymore by the time.
Totally.
Yeah, by the time Holiday's ready.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. If it's 20,
Tovar's still
28,
super young.
29, 27. No, well, 27 there won't be baseball. If it's 28 or 29, if it's 29,
it's 29. It's got to be 29.
I wouldn't imagine Ezekiel Tovar will be what, a 9-year vet by that point.
Yeah, but he started playing when he was, 21?
Yeah, he's very young.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like that's. I mean, if Tovar goes the way you hope he does, he absolutely is still part of this. I think you could make that argument with Doyle, saying Doyle won't be a part of it by the time Ethan gets up. But I think Tovar's definitely young enough. He's still around.
But if they play the same position.
You
trading
move.
a guy with
value. You move Holiday. I think
so.
you put Holiday at.
Yeah, so 2031 is the last year of Tovar's deal. So
2020 what?
2031.
31.
You have the club option.
Yeah, I think he'll make it through that entire thing unless he falls off for whatever reason. I don't think they trade him. I don't think he's good enough to be traded for insane value, and I also don't think he's bad enough for you to not want him on your team. Like he's a good player. You want him on your team, but he's not good enough where you're like, we should move him.
I think you might be.
I mean, he's okay. Well, I think say he's good enough to get talent. You could go get a good package from him. I just don't know if it's good enough for trading what Tovar is value-wise to your team.
And I think probably more likely Karros. You just move Karros. Hopefully Karros has turned into like an actual MLB player, and you play Holiday at third, and that means you trade Karros.
Or if Holiday's, I don't know his fielding numbers, but maybe you just put Holiday at short and move an older, 30-plus-year-old Tovar to third.
I mean, Tovar's deal runs through 2031, and that's his age 29 season.
Jesus, that's insane.
That's what I'm saying.
He was 23
man.
last year.
He's going to be young.
But that's where two true shortstops on a team like the Rockies, we don't have stars everywhere. I think you could get a pretty decent return for Tovar.
You know who I wish the Rockies could get? A guy like this guy, Roman Anthony, man.
He looks like Brad Hop.
I
I could see it.
Condon has a little bit of that.
Yeah, but he's just not as much of a well-rounded player yet.
Fair.
I don't know. Maybe he could be. Maybe he could be. And I sincerely hope he is. But I watched Roman Anthony playing for the Red Sox, and I'm just like, man, Rockies need a guy like that. Mm-hmm. Just a scrapper. He reminds me of like a Alex Bregman, you know? Yeah, Purple. I'm going to guess that's Mr. Purple in the chat. Says Ethan in left field. I agree. You could put Ethan in the outfield.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's a strike. What are we doing now, umpire? I've been giving you praise for the last 20 minutes. Why are we just now starting to suck?
This umpire is squeezing RJ Pettit.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then he went large zone on Aaron Judge. This umpire is biased.
Well, stock down for all the Rockies pitchers again.
The sun came up again.
Pretty much, other than Agnos, so give Agnos his flowers. And Halverson, even though he looked messy, he got through it.
Yeah. I honestly would venture to say Hughes wasn't even as bad as he could have been or as it looked. I just feel like he had some bad situations. Like that home run was just, he shouldn't have been in that situation to begin with.
So timeline for Holiday Dream World would be he works his way through A-ball this year, starts next year AA.
I bet he played. Maybe not.
No, he'll go Spokane this year. Then probably Hartford next year. He could maybe, if he's crushing the baseball, he could get up to Albuquerque next year.
And then you hope. So let's see. This is
and then he's in spring training camp the year after that.
Right. And so in 2028, you're saying like it would again Dream World. Maybe he pushes for a roster spot opening day, but you're hoping end of the year you see him.
This is probably a dumb question that I already know the answer to, but if there's a lockout in 2027, I'm assuming that means no minor leaguers, right?
Yeah.
Playing too, right? It's a lockout, not just at the big league level.
That's actually a great question.
I would think so.
I just assumed also.
Yeah. But minor leaguers' deal isn't being negotiated, right? Like they're not getting big salaries.
Well, I can dig in for a
Who's
second.
this guy? Oh, Byron Buxton. Huh. We're getting back into the baseball mode again.
So, I mean, it is the deal between Major League Baseball and the Major League Baseball Players Association. So now let's see, could a minor leaguer...
So is it going to be a minor league lockout too if there's a major league lockout? Because if there is, then, we're not going to be seeing Charlie Condon and Ethan Holiday, or maybe Condon's already up by 2027, but we're not going to be seeing Ethan Holiday in 2027.
MLBPA represents players on the 40-man major league rosters as well as approximately 5,500 minor league players.
Okay, so yeah.
So their CBA is up too.
And the chat just jumped into minor leaguers are part
shame.
of the MLBPA.
Because I could get behind, like, locking into AAA for a summer. Not ideal, but given where the Rockies are.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine
we'd be doing watch-alongs for Albuquerque, man. Are you kidding me?
Exactly.
We'd be the Albuquerque Isotopes podcast. DNVR Isotope Yard Goat Indians.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Uh-oh. RJ Pettit's having some issues. Blister? This feels very blistery.
It does. My mind went somewhere dark and thought, like, hey, if he can't go this year, bring him back for camp next year. See if he's got a little more use. Get you through that Rule 5 situation.
Is he showing any signs of anything? He's kind of his hand is ringing out a little bit. I don't know. We're going to completely speculate. I have no idea what's going on with Pettit, but that felt like a very blistery, like visit to the mound. Hey, are you good? I can pitch through it. A couple pitches later, maybe not. Blisters, man.
If we have any missed starts this year from Kyle Freeland because of blisters, I'm going to be pretty fucking bummed.
Dude, you're going to be bummed.
I think they don't go away, man. I had blisters my entire high school pitching experience, and it just you'd heal, and then you'd throw one curveball or whatever in your next outing, and it would just pop right open again. It's one of those things that's like it's not even the biggest. It's not that big of an injury, but it's just so inconvenient. You're using your finger as leverage on a seam, and your finger's just an open wound. It's just so hard to actually pitch effectively with blisters. You could push through it and physically pitch, but you're not effective. Mark DeRosa appears to have spent a lot of time in the tanning booth. Yeah. I mean, it is spring training. These guys are out in like 90-degree weather. Mr. Purple, you were literally out there like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. You should know. It's not like Colorado. It's hot.
It is crazy to me how I was thinking about this the other day. We are touching in Colorado. We're like touching Arizona.
Yeah.
And even Flagstaff, Arizona. If you guys have ever been there, it snows there. It's borderline Colorado. And then you get down to Phoenix, and it's legit. They were the other day. They were like, "Yeah, first pitch is 90 degrees." I'm like,
"Yeah, that's crazy." I couldn't.
It's
I saw
not
someone.
fathomable.
Who was the guy? A major leaguer. I think was it like Merrill Kelly or something like that for the Diamondbacks, who like structured part of his deal differently, took like a pay decrease, or maybe I'm quoting it wrong, to play for the Diamondbacks instead of the Padres because he didn't want the California tax.
Yep.
So he took like a lesser deal with the Diamondbacks because of their tax bracket. And I was literally thinking to myself, I'm like, look, I get it. It's expensive to go play and live and be a millionaire or whatever in California, but you couldn't pay me enough to live in Arizona.
That would be tough.
It's so hot all the time. I get that the winters are beautiful and whatever, but there's just no seasons. Byron Buxton will give us another run off. I don't even know who came in.
Shaver.
Hey, there goes Ethan Holiday.
Ethan Holiday run scored off the lamest at bat of all time. 4-pitch walk.
That was such a letdown. Now we've hit.
Didn't
the
even
part
swing
where
the
it's
bat, dude. He didn't even give us like something to be upset about.
which were the right decisions.
Well, this game's getting out of hand. Do the Rockies offensively have it in them to come back now down 8-4?
Well, I mean, you're hitting the part of the game where you're subbing guys in too.
Yeah.
So like that part probably makes you worse. I haven't seen exactly who we're expecting to see today, but
I would imagine Team USA is not going to be throwing out any of their big guys unless they're on a pitch plan. Good pitch to Bryce Terang. 8-4 the score, top of the 6th inning with runners at first and third, and yet again, no more 2-out runs.
I would love even for this just to go like finish it at 8-6.
Yeah.
Nobody gets a
I
dunk
lost
on the
my
Rockies.
prediction. I lost my prediction.
You did.
We're already and Scott, I think, called me on it. It's my prediction at the time was flipped. It was 6-4 Team USA. Now 8-4.
I do already feel way better about this game than yesterday. I don't know if people are actually clowning.
Don't speak too early.
Hey, we have 4 runs.
Yeah.
If it's 15-4, that's better than 15-1, which is where the
Right.
Giants ended up yesterday. I do feel decent about this. Let's keep that's a strike. Let's keep Team USA to single digits. That'd feel decent.
Yeah, I could see it. What are our other WBC games happening right now? Or maybe not right now, but today.
What was that game in the? Was there a game in the Dominican Republic?
Yeah, dude, that looked electric.
Yeah, I saw some.
It was against the Tigers yesterday.
Dominican Republic is beating the Tigers again today, 3-1. Cuba is beating the Reds 10-2. Brazil is losing to the Rangers 7-2. The Dodgers are beating Mexico 4-3. Great Britain cooking. They're up on the Padres 1-0.
You love to see that.
Italy is beating the LA Angels 3-2. Then we got Venezuela versus the Nationals tonight.
I think that's your boy Rock Riggio on deck.
Yep.
I think.
Oh, the Netherlands gave it to the Tampa Bay Rays 11-8.
Wow. I would be very happy with an 11-8 final score here.
Oh yeah.
Nicaragua beat the St. Louis Cardinals 2-1.
Wow. Let's get out of this inning, please. We got 2 strikes here, 2 outs.
Just go big sweeper. There you go.
Yeah, I'm growing tired of this inning specifically.
Yeah. No, the 6th inning has been a not fun one.
This
Yeah,
thing
the
kinda
6th inning
sucks.
has dragged on.
I don't remember who it was. Someone had said someone had asked, are you guys going to do watch-alongs for every game? And I was just like, first of all, that's a huge lift production-wise. And second of all, that's a long season. we don't get paid the money that Drew
Right.
Goodman gets paid when he calls all 162 games, or even Jack Corrigan on the radio side of things, and that is a hell of a long season to do a watch-along for every single game. I would love to do some more, though, like to have, on some of the bigger games. That's getting down. God.
Okay, now it's turning into an embarrassing game.
It's turning into a Rockies game.
Yes, it is.
Man, this does feel like a lot of games last year.
It does. It
Yes.
does.
It's like,
This is a copy-paste.
like, I gave up a run in the first inning. That's going to make it tough. It's like, I got it back. We're alive.
Yeah. We're alive.
Came back from two different
Bang.
deficits.
Just punched in the face. Yeah, exactly.
Can you
Which
imagine if
feels
the
like
Rockies come back today?
If they go full
Pirates,
yeah, that'd be elite.
That would be elite.
No, I bet they get a run in the next inning, scoreless for the U.S. Get like 2 guys on base in the next inning with nobody out, but can't get them home, and then that's when reality
Rock
sets
Rich,
in.
yeah, okay. Here we're hoping we're hoping this guy does something good. Nope.
No.
Straight ground ball to
Rumfield actually fielded that one.
Rumfielded. Let's go.
Rumfielded it.
Okay. Well, we could say good riddance to the 6th inning because that sucked.
Well, to the top of the 6th.
Hopefully the bottom of the 6th is
Yeah.
just as exciting.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling good about the 6th.
We're going to need to start getting beer service here by the end of this. Is the bar going to be open? Is the bar actually open right now?
Yeah, 3
It is.
o'clock.
Sweet. Yeah, this is this is kind of what we expected though. This is where we were expecting it to be. The last tweet on my Rockies Twitter here is Rockies take the lead, and we're going to leave it with that.
Yep. Good call.
Let the people think that the Rockies are Rockies are still handing it to
Yeah, if they're just
Team
following
USA.
along from us, we are only tweeting pro Rockies content the rest of this game if there is any. Good plays, even a single.
I do think it's hilarious seeing all these tweets from these national writers and reporters saying, here's Clayton Kershaw making his debut for Team USA, and then the next tweet, and Mickey Moniak takes him deep like 3 pitches in. That makes my heart feel good. Can't take that away from us.
No, the homer off Kershaw was elite. That was an elite moment.
Now I need some individual good performances. We need to see Veen play well. I want to see Charlie Condon playing well. I want to get the individual. We've already seen Kyle Karros having a good game. He's already checked his box.
Condon would be fun because he's one of the few guys. Like I just don't see a world where Veen is actually on the opening day roster.
No, I don't think so either. There's just no room for him.
Right. It just doesn't make sense because I don't know where he's getting at bats. Like you just play him in AAA, let him get some at bats, figure things out. Condon, I'm 95% in that same boat, but there comes a point where you say like the guy's hitting 500, like we've got to we have to have the conversation at least. So if Condon stays hot, I think that would be fun. Also would love
Condon
to see
has
Veen do well for us.
Condon has a better route to the big leagues.
Right.
Because of that first base slot, because of Blaine Krim. I still just don't think he's
either.
23 years old. I just don't think they're going to give it to him yet.
Yeah, I think he's just destined for AAA.
Yeah. Who's pitching? Clevenger?
You did bring up an interesting point earlier talking about maybe Braxton Fulford starting the season in AAA. He's a very interesting case where you have a younger kind of not a future star is going a little overboard, but a future potential starter at catcher, and now you have an all-star Silver Slugger catcher in Hunter Goodman. So is it good to have a guy like Fulford where he's only going to play maybe 1 to 2 days a week and maybe get a few at-bats here and there? Or is it good to put a guy like that down in AAA and have a backup like a McCann or somebody that's just a veteran that doesn't need to play more than once a week to be happy, I guess? I don't know. My gut tells me that Fulford starts the season on the Rockies roster.
Yeah, I think so. It's because he has the experience, too, of like playing with the Rockies. But I wouldn't be surprised if they started with more of a veteran, an actual veteran, like your Austin Nola type of situation last year.
And with Brett Sullivan playing as well as he's playing too.
Is
Like,
Sullivan
you have
a
a
veteran?
Oh, yeah.
I don't actually know a lot
Yeah,
about
I think
him.
he's like 29. He can play first or has played first.
So he is your Austin Nola.
Exactly.
Or Aaron Nola? No, Austin Nola.
I know.
Not his brother.
The two Nolas.
The two Nolas.
Yeah.
I wish we had Aaron Nola at some point. That'd be sick.
I get him confused.
Yeah, Brett Sullivan's 32.
Oh, yeah, he's very much a veteran. There's a strikeout.
Pirates last year, Padres the 2 years before that. Whereas it just feels easy to plug him in.
For those of you just tuning in, the score is a lot to a little.
It's been a roller coaster.
It has been a bit of a roller coaster.
It's been fun. It's at least been fun. I'll take that. This is verging on an exciting loss.
Yeah, you're getting this exciting loss category.
Definitely have the loss part figured out. It's the exciting. I need a little more juice before I call it an exciting loss.
I think two separate comeback, take the lead home runs is enough for me to consider it an exciting loss.
Okay.
I hope that floor. I hope that my expectations
Right.
come up this year. But right now, we're at the Rockies. A 43 and 119 season will kind of kick any expectations or any level of
It'll knock you down a
commitment
peg.
Yeah, 100, maybe multiple pegs.
Yeah, just a few pegs.
I mean, this is the first time in my life as a Rockies fan.
Nope. Nope.
Oh,
no.
yeah. There's the one quick turn. I was like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
TJ
No.
Rumfield, a 420 foot.
And that
fly ball.
is
Someone Hill.
Hill.
Glenn Allen Hill Jr.?
It might be.
Must be.
Yep. That had me fucked up the other day when I saw him, because Glenn Allen Hill is like the first base coach for the Rockies for as long as I can remember. I was also watching some Rockies highlights with my son the other day from 24, I think, and it was weird. It was wild seeing Warren Schaefer be the third base coach.
Yeah,
You
I know.
You see that,
Yeah.
and now you see where he's
Yeah.
at, and it's an interesting.
He's got his little skull cap on, and it is a totally different look. Kyle Karros, guaranteed dinger here.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't sold on him, but watching him in spring training, I don't know how you don't give him third base.
Well, the interesting thing that
Willie Castro is how you don't give him third base.
Right,
Yeah,
and
but then
that's
who's second?
That's what I was talking about yesterday on the show. Is I said Willie Castro is going to start opening day at either second or third. I think it's just a matter of if Ritter or Karros earns their spot more than you. If it's Ritter, you start Ritter at second and Willie Castro at third.
So you're saying it's between Karros and Ritter?
It's between Karros and Ritter, but at separate positions.
Yeah.
Castro will start opening day at one of those two because it'll be fun to see him in the WBC, number one. But number two, I mean, I think he's hitting like 450 or 500 for the Rockies in his limited amount of at-bats. So he's looked good enough to where you feel good about him. But like the guys like Julian and Johnston and all the other kind of fringe veterans that the Rockies brought in this offseason have not taken a spot away. They haven't said, hey, I'm worthy of starting opening day.
Swing the bat, my guy.
Yeah, I was in big on Johnston, but we just haven't quite seen it yet. Because he hit like 278 last year as a rookie.
No, he's good. I think he could.
And he can play in the outfield and first base.
Yeah.
So that's where
Exactly.
it's interesting.
And that's another piece of Castro too.
Dropping
where it's
this
like,
one in the
as
dirt.
of now, it looks like second and third makes the most sense, or third makes the most sense. But if all of a sudden Ritter and Karros take off, like you could play him in the outfield. You could play him at short,
Yeah, I think Willie Castro can play just about any position on the diamond other than catcher and pitcher.
which is just incredibly valuable, where you just have no idea where your good players are.
I just want to see Michael Lorenzen taking at bat at some point this year. Give me one instance where Michael Lorenzen comes in and swings. It'll never happen, but that would make me very excited. Here's Ryan Ritter. And Clevenger seems to have lost all sense of command.
Rockies need something like that.
Love that. Let's get a little traffic here, huh?
But the thing too is when he's actually hitting a strike, he's throwing it right down the middle. So if you're getting a strike, you're getting a hittable pitch. Proceeds to just dot the inner corner, of course.
And that is
And that's
end
the
of
inning.
six.
There's the sixth
Well,
inning.
at least it's over.
10-4.
RIP to the sixth. It is
On to the
10-4.
seventh, the John Elway inning.
And another thing that drives me nuts about the Rockies, if you have keeping a list here, when you see a team has 10 runs, 9 hits against the Rockies, that shit drives me crazy, and it happens a lot. Or, this is just my memory. I have the memory of a goldfish, but last year, I can recall at least a week's worth of games, 7 or 8 games, where the Rockies out-hit their opponent and lost by multiple runs.
Oh, yeah.
They had
my God.
They did have like 12 hits and 4 runs, and the other team had like 7 hits and 10 runs.
I mean, you got to have everything go wrong to be as bad as they were, which is like it's the first time in my life where the goal hasn't been like at least get to 500. Like it's the first time you thought like, well, don't lose 100 games.
Yeah.
Because they'd never been this bad. I mean, nobody's ever been this bad. But even as bad as they were like the 2 years before that, they'd never been as bad as they were in 2024.
Yeah.
But no, for the first time, you kind of do have to think that way. But if you get off to a hot start, you never know.
Well, they have no chance for that. Have you seen their April schedule?
I was gonna
Have you seen it?
I've seen it.
Okay, I'm going to say, yeah.
Let's go through this for the people out there listening.
Oh, that's good.
They, they always gave the Rockies even though they lost, I think they lost 2 of 3 to the A's last year, who the A's have actually way outperformed what they were supposed to do, and they have a lot. Their drafting has been incredible. Shout out to them for their drafting and development. But the Rockies, for a lot of years, always give them a kind of throw them a bone for opening weekend.
Yeah.
This year it's the Phillies, so that will not be all that fun.
Could be.
All right.
Could be, yeah. If they win, you
possible.
You feel good about it.
You could.
No, April, and Spencer's pulling up the schedule, is a juggernaut.
Yeah, so you start out with the Marlins, which is actually a decent, fine.
Important to start.
You swept them last year. It was the only team you actually swept.
Yeah, you start the Marlins in Miami, and then you go to the Blue Jays, 1 pitch away from being the World Series champions. You come home, and you've got the Phillies, an LCS level team. You've got the Astros. They will be back. BOGO Hot Dog Night on Monday, April 6th. Then you go to San Diego. The Padres, you have them for 4. And they, when I was listening to the Padres-Rockies game the other day, spring training, they talked about how last year the Padres, they went through their Padres announcers, so went through the kind of their divisional record and talked about how good they were against the division last year. And they even made the case that last year they owned the Rockies, but the years prior to that, the Rockies had kind of owned the Padres. And they were like, this is terrible. Like, how are we losing to the Rockies this many times? So you go to San Diego for 4. Then you go play the Astros again. So you play the Astros 6 out of 10 games at one point in Houston. Obviously, the Astros are down right now for where they have been. Great play.
That was a good play.
Ritter.
No. Is it Ritter? No. That's Nicky.
Oh, Nicky Lopez.
Right. Nicky Lopez. Is that Lopez?
I think so.
Yeah, you got it. And then you come back home, and you've got the Dodgers. You know how the World Series champion Dodgers.
Yeah, those guys.
Hello Kitty night on Saturday against the Dodgers. And then you got them for 4, actually. That's a Monday end of the series.
A bonus in there.
Then you've got the Padres coming to town. Then you've got the Mets in New York. And then you finish the month at the Reds. The only team, you can call the Astros a non-playoff team because they technically are, but they're just as good as a lot of these playoff teams.
The Mariners just got better than them.
Yeah, and then you've got the Reds at the Reds. So that's your April. And then you get into May.
So how many games total? How many games total in the month of April do the Rockies play?
They play.
Or how many games do they not play, I guess is probably the better way of calculating that.
Win, you mean? Or
like how many games total do they play?
Okay, they play 3
for 3
10.
off days.
So yeah, there's
27?
30 days and they play 27 games.
So how many what's the record? 27 games in the month of April, wins and losses. What do you got?
6-21.
I think that's incredibly fair.
Give me 11,
10
11 and 16 for me.
11 and 16? Yeah, I'm with
you.
you.
I'm using my brain.
10 and 17 for me. I'll go 10.
See.
10's a lot. Yeah.
10's a lot.
It's a lot when you're reading out that.
It will feel different though if
you have actual starting pitchers.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see.
I mean,
the Rockies had good pitching last year at the beginning of the year. Remember, we were the best
true.
starting pitching in like the first month of the season. By the way, Shane, it's 10-4 Team USA up over the Rockies in the 7th inning, top of the 7th inning.
But it's a good 10-4. It's not. I'm very Rockies centric saying that, very purple glasses, but legit, the Rockies are a few kind of mistakes and bad plays away from this being 4-5, 4-6.
I think it'd be like 4-7. But yes, some of those runs have come on stupid, like unearned runs, basically.
Yes, yeah. The error from Rumfield cost them 2 runs.
Condon back in the game or in the game.
A passed ball cost them another run, so that's 7. That's 3 runs right there.
Charlie Condon, make this play.
Oh,
Don't.
God.
Thank you. Yeah, Charlie Condon.
Okay,
Gonna get an at bat.
We're taking the Condon
Have
off.
we seen Zach Veen taking at bat yet?
No.
Okay.
No.
Not yet.
It's got to be coming.
Should be coming.
And Brebbia. Brebbia might fuck around and make this roster.
I know. He's
right.
been one of the only pitchers that's actually been good besides
Zach
Zach
Agnos.
Agnos.
All right. We've also, by the way, for people watching at home, we've entered the Rockies prospects
playing for both teams.
Playing for both teams now.
Right.
This is a Rockies on Rockies
It's
game.
Rockies on Rockies completely at this point. Team USA has pretty much taken all of their starters out. GJ Hill.
Glenn Allen Hill Jr.
Yep.
I do. So
Is now hitting for Team USA.
okay.
Swing and a miss.
Glenn Allen Jr. being GJ. So I don't.
GJ
love,
is very hard to say, man.
right, and then you go GJ Hill Jr. So
GJ
I don't
HJ.
like. I don't like when you use the junior as the J in the first name and still keep it. At the,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, I get that.
Condon?
Take it yourself.
Oh,
What are we
God.
doing? That
Oh,
was
boy.
really close. Oh, my
Ooh.
God. Oh, jeez.
Hey,
That was a
oof.
close play at first. Okay, so GJ Hill Jr. can run.
Yeah, he's got some
If the
wheels.
Rockies fuck around and make the playoffs this year, you call him up
Yep.
to steal your bases.
He becomes your Mackenzie Gore.
yes. R.I.P. to Mackenzie Gore, right? Isn't he the guy who just died like a month
yeah,
ago?
I think-
He is.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
That is
I
very
remember
sad.
watching him like turning on October baseball, and every time. Who did he play for again? Was it
Wait,
the?
there's another Mackenzie Gore.
And
That's
I
the
have
starting pitcher. I'm thinking I have.
I think you're thinking of a different guy.
I think there are two. Well, maybe you would think.
Yeah,
it
he
would
played
pop
for the
up.
Royals. I remember him.
Yeah, but he was the speedy guy who would come in just to steal bases, and I remember he got in at bat one time because it was like the 16th inning or
Oh
something
no!
like
Did
that.
you just
Spelled
kill?
different?
No, yeah. There's got to be a different spelling of this guy.
Terrence Gore. Terrence Gore is the guy who just passed
Okay,
away.
yes,
yeah.
Terrence
Yeah,
Gore,
he
okay.
he just passed away. He had some like surgery complications, which is awful. But he was the guy I'm thinking of that would get into like every single game in the playoffs, literally just to steal.
Could not.
Nice.
Yeah, you knew he was going, and he could not be stopped.
Yeah, yeah, it was. It literally was. You were like everyone knows it's happening. It's like who's the Tommy Kahnle coming into pitch? You're like, you're getting a changeup, and there's nothing you can do about it, and you're still going to swing and miss.
Yep.
Or, yeah, Terrence Gore. Thank you, Purple.
Terrence Gore.
Mr. Purple. Yeah, the other Gore last name. Yeah, he was a menace on the base paths. He was actually like as a kid, he was one of my favorite guys to watch because again, he would just come in and like Spencer said, everyone knew what was happening and he would still do it and he'd still be good. And I just remember thinking to myself like, how, I was playing baseball at the time when I was watching him and I was pretty fast and I couldn't steal bases like that guy. I mean, it was just insane.
No, the only way I ever stole bases in high school was I would have to just hope the pitcher wasn't looking over to first, and I'd be like halfway to second by the time he actually threw the pitch.
Yeah.
Just being smart
Yeah.
was my only.
Okay, we got a real Team USA guy pitching here. I didn't see his last name though.
Whitlock. We
got Zach Veen.
Need some sort of run
A
here.
Veen Condon little put together inning would make me feel a little bit better about this.
Yeah, I agree. Exciting loss incoming.
Garrett Whitlock,
Garrett Whitlock.
Boston Red Sox.
I'm not familiar with his game.
7-3 last year with a 2.25 ERA. Solid.
I figured he had to be pretty good to be on this.
Just
this
kind of
roster.
a mid bullpen guy.
Yeah.
Not mid as in his stats. Pretty solid stats.
Yeah, but he's not the best pitcher in the world. That's not a strike. Come on.
Did it catch a piece?
Oh,
Got under it.
You did.
Welcome back, Lefty. Yeah, he stepped away for a meeting, and the Rockies gave up runs in the most Rockies fashion. 2 outs, an error at first base leads to what? 3 runs?
Yeah.
a 2-run dong.
2-run ding dong the next at bat. So that shouldn't have counted.
And then a pass ball. If you missed the pass ball,
Pass
there
ball,
was a
yep.
pass ball that
Yep.
allowed a
It's an
run.
important pass ball.
And then
Kale, it's not completely out of hand.
also another run they scored was because the Rockies couldn't throw out Pete Crow Armstrong
Right.
running to third base, which caused a sac fly that should have never been a sac fly.
Here's Zach Veen. Let's get a good AB here.
Yeah. Let's get a hit that's not in the 9th inning.
I'll actually take a walk too from Veen. Just
Right.
his. I know we were laughing and joking about it, him taking a walk with the bases loaded the other day, but he was 0-2 and he drew the walk with the bases loaded in the 9th inning. So It's a huge step in the right direction for Mr. Veen. 2-0 here. My wish is halfway true.
You give him the green light.
No. On 3-0? Probably not. You need runs at this point.
Yeah.
Situationally. So you are worth more on base than you are just hitting a solo home run. But apparently he has the green light, and that was a pitch to hit.
Yeah, 95 upper middle.
Wow. Yeah, no, he is a giant mountain man.
He is.
I'm actually excited to see him in person, too, because won't do it.
He chased.
That was ball 4, too,
Can't
by the way.
chase.
It was.
Can't chase
Ethan
an
Holiday.
off-speed pitch.
I want to see Ethan Holiday get another at-bat. That's what I need to see.
He's got to be up in the next inning. It's been a while.
Maybe.
I wish getting stats for this game is like impossible.
Yeah. No, but Zach Veen, I saw him last year in person when he got called up, obviously, and he's big. I mean, you stand next to him, but he was skinny. And now, I'm like, I'm really curious to actually stand next to him and see what his size is like in person. Because it's like watching Jokic play on TV. Like, he's a big guy, but in comparison to other 6'8" dudes, he doesn't look that crazy. And then you go sit courtside or something, or you see him up close, and you're like, holy shit, he's like a mountain man.
Yeah, the NBA has a weird way of, like, a 6'2" guy looks like a legitimate midget.
Steph Curry, yeah.
Like, they look like they have no business being there, and 6'2" is taller than basically pretty much every normal, man that walks around the street.
It's higher than average. Yeah. Got people coming in.
People are at the bar.
People are coming in to eat.
Are there any events tonight?
I don't know. We had leads
think
during
so.
Rockies yesterday. I don't know if
wow.
Spence heard that.
There's no Colorado sports on tonight. Rockies USA.
Rockies are holding down the fort.
Right.
All right, here we go. 2-2, 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th inning, 10-4, Team USA up. And swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for the Rockies. Charlie Condon will likely hit the next inning. And hopefully Ethan Holiday makes his at-bat a little better here coming up soon.
That's great. That was a great PA or announcer call there. Finishing up that inning. You've done that a time or two.
Got me excited.
UNC baseball is good, right?
I have no idea. I haven't looked. It's not this weekend. It's next weekend, so I have not started to look at their stats or anything. I've heard in the past they've not been good.
Okay.
Softball. Huh?
What conference are they in?
The Big Sky?
Do they have?
I think.
Okay.
I don't know. So softball is good and is in the Big Sky, and they have been really good the past few years. I have no idea about baseball. I've done their softball games, but baseball is a little bit different.
Summit League.
The Summit League. There you go. Yeah. So it's Summit League is where is where DU used to play in too.
Well, they've lost 7. They beat Utah Tech. Oh no, they lost to Utah Tech. So they've lost 8, 9, 10,
no.
11.
Oh, that was a
boy.
1-run
12.
That was 10.
12 games. They've 0-12.
No way. Are you serious? Oh my God.
I don't know if these games
I'm
are
doing
all
3 games in a row, so
boy,
that's
that
going to
should
be
be fun.
that's my whole weekend. I go Friday, Saturday, Sunday, out in Greeley too. So it's a
I'm
nice hour
sorry,
and a
they're
half,
0-13.
a nice hour and a half drive to that. That'll be fun. UNC good at women's basketball right now this year. The women's basketball team is 3rd. Just wrapped up our final broadcast the other day, and football was better because they should have beat CSU this year, albeit CSU was bad. Men's basketball was not as good as last year. Last year they were really good.
Really good.
Oh, here we go. Ethan Holiday.
There he is.
Back with Rockies action.
All right.
So Ethan Holiday with his second at-bat. We're getting a little Ethan Holiday montage here from Rockies TV.
Good looking swing.
Watching his BP at Coors Field last year was probably the highlight of my season. Seeing him hit, just casual,
Okay.
seeing him casually hit a ball to the Jack Daniels Terrace in BP, not even on live pitching, gave me so much excitement for what's to come.
And they're gonna make him swing the bat. It looks like.
You better. That's
There you go. Okay.
big swing. Okay, 92.
It is smooth,
Swung
though.
through 92. That is a smooth swing.
Well, he's facing John Brebbia, so yeah.
Brebbia's been good.
Yeah, Brebbia's
Yeah.
the killer right now.
But here we go. Now is the big test. 0-2. Probably not going to get a strike here.
Father Matt looks curious.
And Father Matt looking on.
Not
0-2 pitch. Good eye. Good eye.
priest or anything.
Taking a little bit. Yeah.
To be clear. To be clear.
That's got to bother.
Not breaking any news here.
Yeah. There we go. 1-2. Pitch was on the outside corner. Missed it a little bit away. Brebbia winds, delivers, and it's going to be fouled back.
Off.
And we will redo things at 1 and 2. Ethan Holiday skipping college baseball to go straight in the first round to the big leagues. 1-2, another foul ball,
Okay.
another hittable
Staying
pitch.
alive.
But he's staying alive, fouling it off. Brebbia is not really making him work too hard. A little 84, 86 off to the corner.
Pitch com seems to be going a little haywire for Brebbia.
He's getting a fastball here. Here we go. He did. And rung him up, struck out looking. Ugh. Hate to see that.
Walking confidently to the dugout, though.
Yep.
Chewing that gum.
All you can do. That's all you
Yep.
can do. So not the greatest start for Ethan Holiday, but what could we expect?
Hey, you tell me he goes his entire career alternating strikeouts and walks. I take it.
Yeah, that's 50-50.
Yep.
And you got Paul Goldschmidt. Also says a lot about Brebbia, too. Brebbia is still pitching well.
Right? Yep.
I mean, it is crazy to think that, Spencer's 2-year-old son, Sawyer, is closer in age to Ethan Holiday than Spencer is.
Yeah.
That's not true.
That's
at all.
actually-
That made me think, though, which is
know,
not ideal.
It's closer than you would think, though.
Yeah, it's
Born in
I think-
2007 is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's 16 years away, and I'm 13 and a half.
Yeah,
14
it's
years
closer
away.
than you would
Yeah,
think.
That's wild. That's a good pitch on the inside corner.
Some good pitches to Mr. Goldie, Mr. Goldilocks.
I can't believe it was pretty surprising, and maybe this is just the way baseball is moving. How many guys were signed so late? Like it was borderline spring training starting.
Oh, boy.
Can of corn for the fucking.
Just as I was
For
going
the
to say,
fans.
I'm a little
Can of
surprised they made this team. I kind of thought he was
Can of
over
corn
the hill.
for some random kid out in left field on the grass.
I thought,
That's a home run.
A squeaker.
oh yeah, only 380. That
Last
doesn't get
comment in
out
the
of
chat
Coors
was.
Field.
Last comment in the chat was, "Ooh, that was a good pitch." We'll stick with that.
Need
And
an
then,
update
and then
there.
that was not a good pitch.
Yeah.
Right after that. Yeah, I've seen that too many times from Paul Goldschmidt as a Rockies
That's why we
fan.
wanted him as a Rocky. Also, there's that many people with gloves out there, and someone wasn't able to make a play on the fly.
Yeah. Spring training for
What are we
everybody.
doing? None of those kids are going pro. Roman Anthony once again up now 11-4. Well, we are, no matter what happens, we scored more runs than the Giants.
Yep.
And that's something to be proud of.
We're outpacing their defeat by multiple runs.
And just think what this Rockies team would have been if you had Brenton Doyle, if you had
Right.
Ezekiel Tovar,
Right.
if you had Hunter Goodman in the lineup. I mean, we're taking it easy on Team USA here.
Yep. Cole Carrig.
Yeah, exactly. If you had Charlie Condon playing the whole game,
Right.
I mean, we're really making sure they build their confidence here.
Yeah, they need to go into this with the confidence of beating real MLB teams 15-1 and now 11-4. It's too bad we didn't get Skeens. We would have lit up Skeens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Certified Rockies loser, Paul Skeens.
Not what you expect when you call somebody a Rockies loser.
No,
Not the image that comes to mind.
him and there's another good pitcher that gets lit up by the Rockies. Shohei
Yeah.
lit up might be a bit of a stretch,
Man.
but he did not pitch well against the Rockies, albeit it was his first game back pitching again.
Good, not great.
Good, not great.
That's what I call Shohei.
Yeah. Yeah. A common label for Shohei Ohtani. That's a strikeout. Attaboy. So 2 strikeouts for Brebbia, one of them against future Rockies Hall of Famer Ethan Holiday.
Something that happened in between, but we're just going to ignore that.
Yeah, we tend to not focus on the negative here on this broadcast. We like to look at just the positive. And the positive is the Rockies have scored 4 runs, and that half of the runs scored by Team USA probably should have been unearned. As Dwayne in the chat says, this game should be or would have been 4-0 if we had had Sugano pitching today. I don't think that's true.
He's starting the Sugar Hill gang. We're going to start a little gang, a little safe, friendly gang for Tomoyuki Shigano.
For those of you new to Rockies fandom here, the Rockies signed their first Japanese-born player since, who was the last guy who they had signed?
I think it was a guy before you guys were born.
Yeah,
in
it was
1999.
Yeah, a long time ago. Well, I was born in 1999, but yes, I get what you're saying.
Roughly.
Kazmatsui?
Yeah.
No, Kazmatsui was actually. That is.
All right, so it's a home run derby here in Arizona.
Yep.
The Rockies are giving up home run after home run. Well, Byron Buxton getting on the home run train.
Brebbia is not making the team anymore.
Kids still can't catch either. No matter how much practice you give them, kids can't catch.
So we are continuing our stock down on Rockies pitchers. That has not changed as this has gone on, and now Team USA doing what Team USA does best.
Stock down on the Rockies defense as well today. Just messy.
Yeah, no, it wasn't great.
It's a home run derby.
Home run derbies hasn't been the same since Berman, Chris Berman.
Oh, yep.
Not calling games anymore. I'm a certified Carl Ravitch hater, through and through.
You're not a Carl Ravitch guy.
Despise Carl Ravitch on a baseball game, on a baseball broadcast, on any broadcast.
I feel like his voice is. I don't know if
His
I
voice
like
is
him,
fine,
but
but-
he's very much like when I hear his voice, I'm like, oh, I know, it's baseball.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's synonymous with baseball. That's how I feel about Joe Buck, and I know a lot of people hate Joe Buck, but Joe Buck is like the voice of my childhood baseball memories. What was the score? I don't know what was the score when you last checked, but it is now 12-4. 12-4, yep. Carl Ravitch I'm not a fan of. Bob Costas had big issues with Bob Costas calling games recently, right before he retired. He sounded like he was not doing well physically. And then he retired shortly after. Favorite broadcaster? Probably John Miller. Iconic baseball broadcaster. Now calling games with the Giants. Used to do Sunday Night Baseball. Also Dan Schulman, who does the Blue Jays games. Oh no, that was disgusting.
Huh.
Bean
I don't know if that was like a
play.
I don't know if that was it's definitely not going to be an error, but that felt very much like the Jake McCarthy situation. Wow, that's a really big bug. Well, in the words of Thomas Harding, it's all falling apart. 12-4. Runner at second, 2 outs. New pitcher coming in. Brebbia gets tossed after 36 pitches. Damn, another hard year incoming? Probably. But I don't think that's indicative of this game. I don't think this game is the measuring stick on whether or not the Rockies are going to have a bad year. Remember, the Giants, who will probably have a decent season this year, at least better than the Rockies, lost 15-1 yesterday against this very lineup, albeit Skeens was on the mound. But
have you seen how mid they showed this yesterday?
I like John Schaube.
I was watching the Giants USA game. How mid that the Giants have been the last 4 years.
Yeah.
And it's not bad. It's just like I think they were 81 and 81 2 separate seasons, and then 80 and 82 the other two. Just do you remember, 500.
If you go back before the Giants became mid, do you remember the Giants had the best winning record they've ever had in like franchise history? Gabe Kapler was and it went like completely under the radar. Nobody even knew they were good. I don't even think they won the division that year, but they had the most wins. It was something about their record that they had the most wins in franchise history or something like that. I'm misquoting that, I'm sure. But it was crazy. And there was like nobody good on that team. I mean, you had Brandon Crawford still, but he was old. He was just about to retire. They didn't have Posey anymore.
Didn't they start last year pretty hot too? They were like leading the division, I think, for a period of time.
Maybe. Giants are always in there. They're always a pain in the Rockies' ass. They're always there. But like you said, they haven't been the juggernaut Giants that they used to be. I mean, I grew up in a San Francisco Giants household. My family all loves the Giants. And so I, vividly remember those years where the Giants were winning a World Series every other year for, what was it, 5 years, 6 years?
Yeah.
And
I just pulled up the Rockies futures for the first time.
Yeah?
They're unbelievable. Like plus 155 to win 5 games in a row at some point.
Really? Wow.
It feels like every team wins 5 in a row at some point.
Did the
They
Rockies
didn't
win? I
last
was
year.
going to say, I don't think they did.
I mean, they didn't.
Well, the Rockies were also,
Everybody else did, I'm sure.
the Rockies were also on pace to
This will
win
tell you. Okay, so
37 games or 27
they have a
games
lot
at
of
a
them
certain
at
point.
plus odds. Okay,
Felix,
I thought-
yes, KB was on that Giant squad. You're right. That was the 5 seconds he was there, and then got hurt, and then they signed with the Rockies.
That was the
Got
last
hurt.
time. Last time he was good,
kidding.
right? Now pitching for the Rockies, Stain.
Plus 170 for the Rockies to have the longest losing streak of any team.
Not
Well,
more than
they
8.
never
Not more
lose
than
more
8.
than 8 games in a row.
Never
We
lose
know
more than
that.
8. That they did
Plus
not hold the
170 is
record for that
crazy.
last year.
No, Rock Riggio.
Riggio?
Riggio.
Oh, Riggio.
Guy.
Oh, yeah.
See, now this is getting like.
No. Riggio. We'll take a Riggio hit. That's fine against Stain, whoever that is.
Connor Stain?
Under first name is Poop.
Here's talking broadcast. Right. Jesus. We'll have to ask him.
Yeah.
Probably his nickname at least.
Yeah, at least. I'm sure that's the
Definitely
first
after
time
he's
he's ever
done.
heard that.
We were turning on, it was a Big 12 basketball game. One of the guys calling it, his name was Connor Onion.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
I was yeah. It's a weird name.
Connor Stain. It is Connor Stain.
I thought, yeah.
Connor Onion.
5th rounder.
2022.
He's last.
Are we really reviewing this? No.
No, he's
Okay,
getting balls.
good. I was going to say, what are we doing here? That can't be.
Just getting more
You're
balls.
just getting some more baseballs. I was about to have my crash out right then and there. That would have been insane.
Yeah, Connor Garrett Stain.
It's got to be a cool moment for these kids, these prospects who haven't gotten a shot. I mean, they're not even on the Rockies roster. To get a chance to play for the Team USA. I mean, you get to keep your jersey probably. You get to,
Do you think there is any rules behind this? Like, do you think that the Rockies could only send over guys that were eligible to play for Team USA?
Probably not.
You know what I
That's a
mean?
good question.
You know
Like
what
you're
I mean?
saying,
All Americans so far.
Like,
Yeah, that part probably, but I would think probably not in the sense that there's probably not a lot of rules on who. They probably just asked for a list of. But yeah, you're right. They're probably not sending over a dude from the Dominican Republic.
Like
to play on
Vimeo
Team USA.
Machine is not going from.
Yeah,
is
no.
not going to go play for Team USA. 32 years old.
Plus 3,500 for the Rockies to finish 4th in the NL West. Minus 20,000 to finish last.
By the way, if I ever made it to the big leagues out of college or high school, I would have looked just like this batter. What's up, buddy? Free beer.
I've got the Invisalign in.
I'm good, but
I'm good.
There's
Thank
no
you. I
way.
appreciate you.
3 no's on free beer?
Yeah, that's
That was
disgusting.
insane. That's the craziest thing that's ever happened here.
on a baseball show, no
Yeah,
less.
that was it.
3 no's to a free beer.
That's good. That's good.
Not sure if you can see from back there. Rockies losing to Team USA.
It was not all bad though at first. It was not all bad though at first.
They
For
had-
a moment, it was tied.
They had a 4-3 lead, actually.
Yeah.
Something to believe in. Give me
Kyle
something to believe in.
Kyle Karros hit a 2-run home run to give them a 4-3 lead.
How did Freeland look?
He gave up a home run to Aaron Judge,
but that's Aaron
only
Judge,
one
so
run.
that's only one.
Has Zach Veen done anything this
Zach Veen has not. He got out. He had
struck
one at
out
bat.
and-
He had one at bat. Is
Yeah.
all.
He's a 9th inning guy.
He's a ninth inning guy. What about who's the other guy that I'm supposed to be
Charlie
excited about?
Condon.
Ethan Holiday, too, is in the game for Team
But
USA. Yeah.
Why, so if he's good enough to play on Team USA, why isn't he good enough to play for the Rockies?
So he's not, because he's a prospect. So each exhibition, Team USA is taking a group of prospects from the team that they're playing.
So he's not actually like
So he's
an
not
official,
even official.
So he won't be participating in the
He
World
doesn't even
Baseball
have a
Classic.
number on his back.
Gotcha.
But his dad is the coach.
He's
one
got
of
a
the
number
coaches.
on his front, 14-4.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. He
Oh,
did
what a-
score a run. Oh, that would have been sick.
Almost a good catch.
He did score a run.
What about Chase Dollinger? Is he a pitcher? Who is that?
He is
He's
a
a
pitcher.
pitcher.
He is not in this game.
Do we feel good about him?
We feel decent about
He has
where
good
he
stuff.
Yeah.
Are we going to lose 100 games?
Probably.
God damn it.
No, we're not. We're going to lose 99 games.
Okay, 99. Okay, we got
If
99
they
games.
don't lose 100 games, that would be a 20-game increase from last year in wins.
Well, dude, all I know is that other franchises seem to do this. They seem to go from, like, for example, the Diamondbacks can lose 100 games and then be in the...
The Royals.
Yeah.
Royals did it.
The Baltimore Orioles 3 years ago, lost 105 games and then won their division the year after.
How did they do that?
Their farm system was significantly better than
Yeah, Gunnar Henderson.
It wasn't just like moves they made.
Jackson
it was like,
Holiday.
They had rounds in the chamber that they just hadn't spent yet.
and we have no rounds.
We have less.
we are adding bullets to the chamber. There's bullets that are way deep in the chamber right now that we're slowly adding.
There are 19-year-old bullets in the chamber that are not old enough yet to be ready to go.
Yeah, they're not ready to spawn yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
14.
They're like-
okay, well,
like
It's better than the Giants. Yes, you lost 15-1.
I can't just. Oh, the Giants lost 15-1.
Yep,
okay,
to Team USA, yeah.
I can't decide if I am more crestfallen that the Rockies are getting blown out, or more excited at the idea that the U.S. team is good.
The U.S. team is very good, and the Rockies are not playing as bad as the San Francisco Giants, who will probably be significantly better than the Rockies. The Rockies aren't playing as bad as
Do
they
we
did.
think that the USA baseball team has an opportunity to win the World
Yes,
Baseball Classic?
absolutely.
Yes,
This is
will
one of the
be-
best lineups
This
ever.
will be very similar to
Make a play.
the
Make a play.
the
Nope.
Olympics. Did you watch Olympic hockey?
Yes.
So USA isn't the same as Team USA,
Like
but
they're not the best, but they have the most heart.
but in WBC, it's going to be Japan is the team that you're like, oh shit, they're the big bad Canadians. But
Does the U.S. baseball team also hate the U.S. women's baseball team?
well, no, it's softball for the record.
It's not the Olympics yet. We're not back in the Olympics yet.
Sorry, just trying to get some just trying to get some SEO for you guys. All right, I'll talk to you.
We'll cut the clip that one.
That's what happens. D-Line comes back from Serbia.
Right.
Put him back on the broadcast. First and third, two buddy outs, 2 outs, and a top of the 8th inning setup here with Mr. G.J. Hill Jr.
Come on, GJ.
GJHG.
Oh, Papa.
14-4
Please don't drop.
is will make me feel better.
You know what would make me feel even better? 14-6.
14-5 with
man,
the
would-
Condon homer.
oh. Well, at least you don't have to be upset about the Rockies having more hits anymore.
No.
That's a step in the right direction.
Scott, you, I think a lot of people are in the same boat you are. It seemed like we had a group of people kind of leave the stream for a moment, go back to work. It is the middle of a workday, and then come back and realize, holy shit,
Yep.
last time I checked, it was,
7-4.
and now it's
Things got worse.
14-4. Again, if I had to do a game recap, it wasn't all terrible. We did open the floodgates a little bit to some home runs there towards the end, but the middle runs were unearned. We'll just say that.
Yeah, it was a little messy. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
It was messy.
Which is unfortunate because that's very Rockies, but I also don't put as much stock into that because, of course, by season start, the Rockies will not be making errors anymore, so we won't have to worry about that.
Get them out of the system.
Mm-hmm. This is a spring training issue, not a regular season issue, of course.
We have a question in the chat. How do we feel about first base this year? Honestly, I was hoping for Toglia's redemption, but I guess it is what it is. We were all hoping for that starting last year, and he's addicted to striking out, so the Rockies let him go. But the first base spot this year is actually interesting because they've had 2 very promising prospects, and TJ Rumfield and Charlie Condon play pretty well. 3 home runs for each of them in spring training, although we know that they probably won't start the year on the Major League roster. First base by August could be interesting. Right now it's going to be a lame veteran, probably Edward Julian starting there. We'll get to see in the WBC, Team Canada.
Yeah, Team Canada.
He needs to have a decent WBC because he's not been good for the Rockies.
What's he
in
hitting?
spring
Like
training.
1 something?
Something bad.
113?
Something not good.
I get it, spring training.
And he was an all-star 2 years ago, so not totally out of the question that he can turn it around. But the Rockies have basically compiled a lot of formers, either former all-stars, former Rookie of the Year voting guys like Jake McCarthy, and they're hoping that for a career turnaround.
Colin Bumgarner on the mound, not to be confused or related to Madison Bumgarner of the San Francisco Giants, future Hall of Famer. Probably the best World Series pitching performance you will ever see.
Colin Bumgarner is Rocky, judging by the no number.
The lack of number, yeah,
Based
I
on
would
I've
imagine.
never heard of him.
Yep.
Yeah, he
looks very not.
2.66 ERA.
Yeah, 6.6, 250, and a 2.66 ERA in the minors last year with
Where?
Albuquerque.
Oh, wow, okay.
Is 27 years old.
An awkward looking dude. He looks like an electrician. He's built. He's not built like a
coming in
baseball
to fix
player.
your HVAC machine.
Yeah.
Right.
Last name spelled differently than Madison Bumgarner as well. It's Baumgartner.
Troy Johnston, getting some ABs.
Tommy Hopf.
I was looking through the awards odds. One Rocky available to be bet on for MVP.
Hunter Goodman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Plus
fair.
20,000. One.
I didn't realize he was the first ever Silver Slugger for the Rockies. When all of those awards were.
catcher, right? Must be a catcher.
Yeah, then maybe
Okay.
it is a catcher. I had heard that the other day, and I was like, oh, I didn't put that part of it into the award category.
The Rockies
Whoa.
catchers. Is that
that was
Seth
a
Halverson?
Yeah. That was a Halverson pitch, man. Behind his back.
The Rockies have had decent catchers, and obviously Yorvik Torrealba was a big part of their success in the early 2000s. Chris Iannetta was a decent, but the Rockies have never had a catcher like, and not many teams have had a Cal Raleigh, but they haven't had a catcher that goes into every spring training as theoretically Goodman should the next 4 or 5 years and been the guy. They've always been kind of cycling through, and then they had this bad stretch of going with the Jacob Stallings. Willian Rosario was a guy that we thought was going to be an all-star and never was. They had Elias Diaz, who was an all-star. Tony Walters. Yeah, the Rockies' catcher position has never really been a consistent staple on the team, and hopefully 15 changes that. 15 has a lot of meaning in this city, so hopefully he can change that.
There's one pitcher on the board from the Rockies for the Cy Young.
Kyle Freeland?
Yep, Kyle
Really?
Freeland, also plus 20,000.
Plus 20,000. Can you imagine if Kyle Freeland won the freaking Cy Young?
The sportsbook cannot.
Be able to retire.
Right.
Yeah, dude, that's insane.
One Rocky on the board for NL Rookie of the Year.
Kyle Freeland over Paul Skeens and Tariq School.
Ooh, NL Rookie of the Year. Karros?
Nope.
It's got to be Condon, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Plus 4,500. So that one's actually, they think, 45 to 1. They don't think, but it's not 200 to 1 like the other guys.
Johnston with a high flying ball to center
Yeah.
field. Over there is G.J. Hill Jr. He makes the catch.
And unfortunately for Manager of the Year, Warren Schaefer has 4 times worse odds than any other NL manager.
Dude, it's actually funny because if the Rockies were even remotely good this year,
You
I
could
feel
make
like
the case.
you could absolutely make the
Right.
case.
Yeah, if the Rockies won
So we're making the bet?
70 games.
If the Rockies weren't in last
know.
place,
Exactly.
Yeah, dude. That you could absolutely make the case. That's funny. I actually that's not an insane bet. That's a crazy bet, but that's not insane.
I have a David Edelman and NBA Coach of the Year ticket out there.
Oh.
No, that's
which doesn't
definitely
look-
not
yeah.
going to happen.
No.
It looked good for...
Because unfortunately, he's not as good as the last coach.
It looked good in January.
Should we save that for TDSP?
Right.
January they were 10-6 without Yoke, and it looked pretty tasty at that
There's a
point.
moment.
That's not a strike.
It's definitely not a strike to Drew Avens, who looks like a
He
glorified
looks
Nick Martini.
I was just gonna say that we were on the same page there. I was like, that is Nick Martini.
Yeah, Nick was a little bit stockier.
Also, the E-line in the chat with was the first 4 innings a moral victory. I would say
yes.
I'd count each one of them. I
If
would
we
call
could've
this 4 moral victories.
If we could have stopped the game and said that Kyle Karros home run was a walk-off, I think we feel really good about today.
Absolutely.
instead of the 14 runs that currently
If we didn't
sit
see
on
the
the
next
scoreboard.
11 straight runs come up, it would be, yeah.
Instead of the home run derby that ensued.
The
from
sixth
Team USA.
inning on was just brutal.
That really was the turning point.
Because in the fifth inning, you felt
Right.
like they were still right there.
6-4, you're right there.
Yeah, the sixth inning on was just the turning point for everything.
Ooh, where that one?
Did you guys, when you played baseball, have a coach who like would die on the hill of you take one for the team, like you should be getting
Oh, it wasn't even a coach. It was my whole dugout. Anytime a pitch was inside and you got out of the way, I heard 1,000 where it's.
So I had a coach. We would do batting practice, and this is a pretty high level like club ball coach. That's an out, where he would have a bucket of balls, and in the bucket there would be white tennis balls and actual baseballs, and he'd be behind the L screen, and he'd be throwing like hard BP, but then all of a sudden he'd grab a white tennis ball and he'd just drill you, and you were supposed to not get out of the way.
I like it.
And so that I vividly remember that drill because it was always kind of fun, but it definitely made you think about it because just you get a ball that's hard and thrown in your face, you instinctively want to jump out of the way.
Right.
But then you get hit by a tennis ball and you're like, all right, it's not that bad. But yeah.
Felix in the chat, you think anyone has a Nick Martini Blue City Connect jersey?
Yeah.
That jersey could go, if you added an S to it, could be one of those jerseys that people like make, where it's like, well, there's one that I can think of that I probably shouldn't say on the show.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like the people make the custom jerseys and the name is like,
Martinis.
Yes.
Yeah, let's say that.
Like if you have
I get what you're
like
saying.
you had martinis and you had 35, I think is the number. 35 martinis. Like that's just a typical day at the rooftop at Coors Field.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is. Typical rooftop day. All right, was that the ninth?
To the ninth.
To the ninth. Okay, I'm losing track. I saw Dwayne earlier in the chat said ninth inning, boys. So I'm all turned around here.
He's been a little out of baseball, and so he thought maybe going from the top of the eighth to the ninth was the thing, but it was actually the bottom of the eighth where we had to watch.
Cheese Dwaynish is keeping me a little confused here. We're looking at about a 3-hour game.
Well,
when all is said and done,
assuming there are 9 innings.
Assuming there are 9. Are we staying live for a 10th? We have to. We have to stay live for a 10th.
Yep. I don't need a 10th.
I don't need a 10th either. I'm fully happy going home and not having a 10th inning.
Yeah. If they get to the 11th, that's where we have to have some conversations.
Yeah. I agree. Spencer has a 2.5-year-old and a
2-week-old.
A 2-week-old at home. I think an 11th inning is out of the question for Spence, for sure. At some point, we are going to get some patrons coming into this bar that will probably
Currently
not want
patron.
to be patron.
Yeah, they'll be like, "What are you guys watching?
Yeah,
is that the fucking Rockies?"
It's the 16th inning between the Rockies and Team USA. It's currently 31-7.
They can't stop playing until Team USA gets 50 runs.
It's a run rule. Thanks, Marissa.
So I saw a tweet yesterday from somebody talking about Unrivaled, I believe, which is the ladies.
Right. It's like one-on-one?
I think it's 3-on-3.
3-on-3.
But it's basically a ladies, women's, sorry, I don't know how the correct, women's professional.
As long as you don't sound weird about it, I think it works.
Yeah.
Which unfortunately you failed.
Professional baseball league. I did fail.
Yeah.
Women's professional basketball league, not baseball league. And they play to a score. Do you think baseball would be more fun if they played to a score?
Like a ceiling score?
Yeah,
if you hit 10,
the
game's
play,
over.
Like you play every game. Like you still play it with innings, like 3 up, 3 outs and stuff, but you play till a team scores 7 or 4 or 5.
Yeah, so the problem is... So, I mean, first
It'd
of
be
all,
kind of fun at Coors Field.
As a Rockies fan, I could enjoy it.
Final. It's done.
Oh.
No ninth.
No ninth
They
inning.
played a 10th yesterday. They don't want to play a 9th today. They were scared.
They were scared of the Rockies, man. They
were scared.
They didn't want to do it.
Stop the count.
Warren Schaefer's out there arguing. I want to see him toss his dip into the floor. Well, that'll do it.
Okay.
But anyways, we'll finish this quick subject. That could be interesting, but it could never happen in baseball. Are you kidding me? This is a sport that's immune to change. You see how hard it is to get a pitch clock, to get all those kind of things. It would never happen.
It would be kind of nice as like almost a mercy rule for the Rockies. But at the same time, you say like, okay, first to 7 wins.
It could be fun in like
a 18 inning games.
Yeah, it could be fun in like a rec league. You know, like where you're like, hey, first to 12. Yeah, first to 12 runs. You know, that's
also,
the game.
Imagine showing up to a game, you just get shelled in the top of the first.
Senzatella.
Boom. Yeah, exactly.
Imagine showing our Friday rooftop club game would have been a half-inning game.
Exactly. Hope everybody had fun. Time to go home.
Yeah, that's
good
crazy.
25 minutes of watching the Rockies get their asses kicked.
I know. So, yeah, never happened in baseball. But that was fun, guys. This was a good time. Rockies didn't get absolutely shellacked like we thought they would. They got kind of shellacked. But
it didn't feel as bad as it looked.
Yeah, it didn't feel as bad as it could have been. 14-4 was the final score. That was a good time. What we know is the Rockies weren't as bad, and Team USA's really freaking good.
There was a moment in there.
There was a moment.
And in the end, Team USA ran away scared.
And it's a good thing that Clayton Kershaw's retiring because the Rockies are teeing off on him. So RIP to Clayton Kershaw. His time in baseball is over, and now we can look ahead to some of the new guys. And I'm excited for this WBC. Excited to see the Rockies players playing in the WBC. We're not doing another WBC watch-along, but we are going to be doing an opening day watch-along. So real baseball.
March 27th.
In Miami.
Give me a 5-2 start coming back to Colorado.
We are going to be all over it. So thank you guys for watching. We'll be back next week for our regular podcast schedule. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us for the last 3 hours. 3-hour show. Always a good time. So that's going to wrap it up. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching the DNVR Rockies Watch Along.